please. I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes.
Look at you.
What's up, Chelsea? What's up, Chelsea? In his house.
Just said up here first.
She trying to get some of that cash out money. What up, William Carter in his house? What they always trying to be petty. All right. Welcome to Hood Talk. This is Mr. Knowitall, and I'm here with Miss Bella.
Hello, everyone.
It's time to get it started.
Ain't nothing to it but to do it.
All right.
The topic that we're discussing tonight is, should parents be held accountable for their actions and the actions of their children?
Sound like a yes.
That sounds like an ouch. What you mean?
Yeah, I think that's one of the problems right there. You know, not even thinking about it. I think people in general tend to look at children, and when they do good, we want all the smoke. Yes, I raised them right, and I did that, and I did this. But when they end up in jail 2-3 times and they go the other way, we be like, I don't know what happened to them.
Mm-hmm.
Why you can't say you happened to them?
Right.
Because we can say, ain't you responsible with putting your child in the best situation? You know what I'm saying?
You have to.
So
because when the kids are born, they're not responsible. They're not born into responsibility. It just doesn't happen. You have to teach them. They have to be taught, coached, and even learned.
Yeah, I think sometimes we try to we want the good, but we don't never want the bad. It's just like in life. Everybody want the good, don't nobody want the bad. If your child is a messed up individual, just think about it. You had 80% to do with it.
I played my role in it.
You feel what I'm saying? Like
it may not just be you, but hey, I had my role in it too.
Right. Everybody always think they ain't have no role in their child going the wrong way.
I know. I raised me a brat.
What up, Terry? Turn up in this gent.
William says a hell yeah for me.
Read it on down.
Terry said, Bella, how are you? What's really hood? OG, what's up? What's up, Terry? Hey, it's hood because it's the truth. This is where the truth go down. We're turning up with just the truth. Chelsea said, yes, parents should be held accountable. We are responsible for their upbringing. All right now.
Oh.
Terry said, yes, I blame all these don't need no man shawakas them. Shawaka. Terry, you be killing me with the names. I like them though.
The Lexuses and the BMWs of the world out here.
Ferraris and Porsches and all that stuff.
All these cars and drinks named after y'all wonder how the kids messed up.
Oh, the most different name I've heard was a person's name was Precautious.
Precautious.
Yeah, that was different.
That is different.
Yep. Chelsea said, most of the time the red flags are there. We have to pay attention to our kids.
I agree.
Nina said, we got another. Hey, y'all. Hey, Nina. How you doing?
What up?
look who's on time. Miss Kimberly Belial. Shout out
Oh,
to Miss Kimberly.
oh yeah, she
She
trying.
makes Mr. Knowitall's t-shirts, pillowcases, etc., things like that. She has a sale going on for C-Mall, 16 ounces, $20 a jar.
Yeah, she must she must she trying to make some money this week, so it must have been a slow weekend or something. She's on here trying to make some money this week.
Or trying to get rid of it before it's spoiled.
You think so?
I'm just kidding. Don't
It-
have me being petty with you.
it's messy Mondays. It's not petty.
Oh, messy. Don't have me being messy with
Messy Mondays. It's petty Tuesdays.
Oh Lord, he said Shabanquisha is real.
I done heard a lot. I done heard a lot.
Mm.
Yep. Yeah, I can hit on that link on Kimberly Belial's link to get any. Um,
She gave you a wave off.
is that a finger sign under this thing? What up, Chris in the house?
Hey Chris, he said, "Good evening, y'all." Yes, but who's to blame for that little demon? The parents that present or at present or absent or both.
Ooh,
Both.
and that's a good way of looking at it too.
Yep, that's true. You have those parents that are there and they're doing their part and what they want to do or how they think it should go. Then you have those that aren't present. So they really can't say much. And by them being absent, being present probably would have helped that child go a different away.
I think that's the truth.
Yeah.
Why we let these kids go the wrong way? I don't know. I don't know why we did it.
But you know what? When we think about it, in some ways, kids, all kids are born with no responsibilities. We were young. We was like, oh, I can't wait to get grown. Now we wish, oh, I wish I was a kid again. Everything is done by instinct.
I don't
Just
know
like,
about that. Look, I don't know about that. Wish I was a kid again, but yeah, I
well,
understand.
I did not say all.
Look,
Let's
we
say
always wish we was younger, not a kid. Wish I could stay at 25 forever. Oh, okay.
oh Lord.
Well,
What would the world be? I wonder where would that place us if you stayed at 25?
what, the world or just me?
I'm saying like you, like what would actually happen? What would have transpired? You probably were bad at 25. You probably were bad at a kid because you don't care to be a kid again. Huh? But I was just saying, like babies, they cry when they're hungry or they want something. They go to the bathroom to relieve themselves. There's no responsibility there. So it's just like an instinct cause of effect. So when the responsibility come in, it comes when you start nurturing and raising your children and helping them understand. It takes a lot of discipline. And sometimes we allow the kids to take that non-responsibility time into the time for them to be responsible for something. And their cries allow some of us women to say, okay, or fall into their cries because that's what they're known to do.
Chelsea said she want to try some of that sea moss. Pot ale. She said, well, at least she didn't say it. Okay, then.
Chelsea said Chris both because the absent parent may make the child feel a certain type of way. It may make them act out for attention. And I've seen that before.
Now that's a good thought on that one too, because that is true.
Yep, I agree with you, Chelsea. I've seen that before.
Yeah, I have too.
Chelsea said, I definitely wish I was a kid again. I'm tired of all these responsibilities. I'm sick of it.
Uh-uh. It's time to grow up. We got to do like that Toys R Us kid. That Toys R Us kid. I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. Please like and share. There's nothing wrong with liking and sharing and subscribing. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and all that so you can get all the latest stuff.
Chelsea said, I'm trying to imagine Marcus as a kid. I know you were a gremlin.
Yeah, I was pretty bad.
Straight gremlin. Grimy gremlin.
I don't know if I was that bad, but I was.
Oh, no, now.
I
One
was
day we need to talk about your childhood. See, what did you do when you were a child? What kind of things you got into?
uh-oh. Go ahead.
Bell and OG example. Women and men be talking too much on the phone and kids listening. They can say all the comments all they want. When grown folks talk, we grew up, we was nowhere in sight, and that's true. When grown folks were having conversation, they sent the kids away. Now they talk about them and get the replies for the kids. Am I right, little John John? What you think, little Tutu? You know, they have a say so. They know all the mama business, all the daddy business, because they don't care.
And I be knowing everybody business. Hey Terry, I seen you on the porch the other night too. Yeah. I be watching everything. Okay. All right. Just want to let you know that. I seen you on the
Lurker,
porch.
lurker.
I seen you on the porch. Oh, okay. All right. Read that.
He said BTW being around your kids while you're on the phone is not raising them.
Well, I guess a lot of us um, forget to keep kids out of your business at all times. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I think that is a big reason that we have a lot of stuff going around with.
Well, hey, they don't think about what's going on around the way. Forget by the way.
Right.
They just be doing it, and kids see them doing whatever. You know how you have your kids to answer the phone and lie, I'm not here.
Now that's woman stuff there. We haven't been doing that since the dawn of time. They'll mess up sometimes. Say, tell them I'm not here. Joking, you ain't on the phone.
Terry said, I used to get damn near got my neck broke when grown women and men talk.
Right.
If you around trying to listen.
They didn't allow you to get in there. They didn't even allow you to be in the room. Now,
Mm-hmm.
I think folks roll up in front of their children, drink in front of their children, smoke in front, there's a lot of stuff that people do in front of their children now that, the music, people play all kind of music in front of their children. And we wondering, we raising children, we letting them twerk, we letting them sing these songs that it's clearly say on the song that 18 or older should be listening to it. It'll be something else if they started going on people's YouTube pages and stuff like that and listening to you play music and have your kids listen to it, and then they find you for letting your child listen to music
I bet you they'll monitor it then.
that don't supposed to be 18 or older. Like how they used to say on the little thing.
Look, parental control will really kick
Right.
in. Talking
Right.
about spending the money. Shoot. Kids will not be playing with nobody's phone anymore. Now you go around children, they ask for your phone. Can I see your phone?
Right. I don't let no kid see my phone, period. I don't care. I ain't seeing man. What up, Kenneth up in the house,
Hi,
Springfield,
Kenneth.
his house.
Will say, right, I'm tired of all these dang bills.
Bills is a part of the game.
Oh Lord. He said you were a goblin, not a gremlin.
Ah, what's that
Terry
say?
said it ain't easy being mean.
That part.
Can't nobody be the better you but you. Chelsea said, I don't believe I'm in children knowing grown folks' business. I don't think they would respect you the same if they didn't know. That's true. Just think you talking about somebody and your kids see you go and befriend this person laughing in their face. They're like, no, I was just saying this or that by that person and now they're acting this type of way.
But
You
they
know,
said,
they know the truth. They know how mom really feels, so they know how. So this is how you gotta be. We gotta be fake. That's how we
and
gotta
then
be.
when your children so good at lying to you, you wonder where
Right.
they
Then
got
you
it from.
mad. You can't be mad. You taught them
They
that and you
got it
don't even
from
realize it.
look, they got it from you.
Please, please. I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes. Look at you.
They got it from you.
Right. Chelsea said they'll take your business and use it against you mainly because they're not mature, grown enough to understand.
Right.
It's no understanding. You just keep them out of it. It's
Yeah.
nothing to understand. You stay in a child's place, literally. You have to.
Like the insurance man come over there be asking questions. Do you do this? Do you do that? And the child like, yeah, you do that. What you talking about? And
I
he's like,
know
no, I
one
don't.
time, look, one time I was in a restaurant and they were asking the mother, like, how old is the child? The mom was like 5. The little kid was like, no, I'm not. I'm 7. She was like, shush. She
Right.
was trying to get that
Trying to
discount.
get that free meal. My child was a certain age for a long time. Trying to get that extra discount because I think you had to be under what? 7?
I don't know.
I think it was something like this.
It's
Oh,
been
under
too long.
10. Under 10. It was kids under 10 at one time, I know. And then mine stayed 10 to shoot by 13, 14.
So you owe those people some money.
No, I don't. No, I don't. Them business ain't even open no more.
I know for you saying a discount or free. No, ain't nothing free no more. It hadn't been anyway. Chelsea said it never stops. Nobody prepared me for this ghetto adulthood mess. Really, Chelsea?
And I guess people don't even realize how your mother and all them had to fake it and shake it to be a certain kind of way to keep bread on the table. And what it is now is I don't think a lot of people grow up and that what makes people change, be in and out of jobs because they don't know what growing up means. Growing up means responsibility means I can't quit my job because I got a family to feed. You know what I'm saying? Even
Yeah.
if I don't like them, I hold my tongue because I got a family to feed. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
this generation don't feel like that. They feel like, oh, I'm gonna say what I want when I want this
Right.
and
They
that.
don't take
And
accountability for their
they
actions.
be jobless all over the place, and they don't know. I don't care, but Joe do this. I'm gonna do it. Man, you don't realize you didn't hire yourself. If you want to
Right.
be an entrepreneur, if you want to get out here and be your own boss, want to be like me and get out here, and then guess what? You still got to respect people. You still got to humble yourself because everybody is your boss when you out here. Anybody that's paying you is your boss for that time that you working for them or
Even
whatever.
being self-employed, that's so
Yeah,
true.
people don't even look at it like that. You know what I'm saying? And then your word goes a long way. When you do bad business, you know what I'm saying? They gonna sit up there and they gonna spread rumors. They gonna say, hey, that man ain't man his word. He don't do this. He don't come back and he don't do this. And that's when you start weeding out bad business people and trying to get with good business type people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. Terry says, so women bump, get the bread and head, and leave you to think at least 2 out of 5 ain't going to try it. You got to throw that head and bread in there, I guess. We know what's enjoyable to you, sir.
Ah.
He said, you purple rain tonight, Bella. Okay, then. Chelsea said, yep, our generations love taking the easy way out. Oh, okay, so it is your generation.
Yeah. It
So
ain't.
just think about after you. You know, you're in the 20 era. So just think the ones younger than you, they are even worse.
Yeah, because they straight spoiled. They is spoiled with a capital. They don't even go outside no more. The other
I know
generation
you
don't even go
never hear
outside.
kids like going outside playing hide and
But
seek,
guess
kickball, things like that. You don't hear that at all anymore.
but guess why not too? Everybody driving down the street like they like they what's that car that thing, a grand um
NASCAR
sand dress
dress. Okay.
the
That's the
video
game,
game.
isn't it? Okay.
Yeah, people
Okay.
driving down the street like running over folks and everything.
But we didn't play in the street. We got wet in the street, but we didn't play in the street.
Yeah, we
You know,
did.
I used to take the little holes, I mean, the fire hydrants, things to
No,
loose,
no,
and play in the water.
we played in.
Well, I'm just saying, I'm speaking from my side. We didn't play in the street. We had yard. You know, we played yard. We go to Miss Whatever house or Mr. Whatever house, and we play in the backyard or our house. You know, you choose a house, but the only time we got in the street when we were doing the water hose thing.
Yeah,
Chelsea said, heck, entrepreneurship is no better. Still have to be on your ish and go through a lot of people to get stuff done.
right, right.
Yeah, to
And
have
people
your
don't,
own
and,
business, you
and
really
guess
have to
what?
work hard.
And guess what? That's why a lot of people don't stay entrepreneurs for long because they see. I'm gonna tell you something. People got it in their head that they can get out here and just start a business, and this business just gon' blow. They ain't got nothing. Just because you started a business, people gonna mess with your business because of you. You in charge of that business, doing good or doing bad. And people don't understand your word means a lot. And when you start breaking your word and not about your business, I mean, you subject to go under. You know what I'm saying?
Time is of an essence.
Yeah, because everybody want to get over and everybody want to be for themselves, or everybody want to look like they doing good, but ain't. See, people don't realize when you get into business, a lot of your money goes back into the business. See, people start making a little money and they think they can already buy stuff. No, it might be 3, 4 years for you even start buying anything
Are
for yourself.
seeing any of the profit.
Right. And
Mhm.
people don't understand what entrepreneur is because like a man that started out with one little lawnmower, he got to buy another lawnmower. Once he get enough money, he got to buy a bigger lawnmower. He got to
Mhm.
buy
You got
more,
to keep it
more.
maintained, treated
Yeah,
like maintenance and gas to make it operable. You got
yeah,
to think about what you have to put into, your business to
right.
make it work.
So I don't think people look at all the stuff that go into entrepreneur. It sound great, it sound good, but it's way more work than just going clocking in and clocking out. That's the easy way out.
Yep.
That's the easy way out to go to a job, clock in, clock out. I tell jokers all the time. I ain't never off. If somebody call me tonight and say, "Hey, I need you to come do this. Come, I got to go. I got to move." And people don't even understand. Some people move. Some people might have 2, 3 days where they can chill a little bit, but then they got a whole week that they ain't never stopping. A whole 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? So,
Hmm.
so until you have that kind of dedication to get a business off the ground, I subtract. I tell you to just stay at your little job and do that. Everybody.
Wait a minute, Lil Jar, what you
No,
mean?
I'm saying
I'm just kidding. I'm just
no, I
kidding.
understand what you're saying, but everybody think they can be the rent man. Everybody think they can go out here and open up a plumbing or electrical or whatever kind of business. They just think that they can just do this. Oh, I can do this, and I'm gonna be making money and this and that. See, business goes on relationships. So you got to have a relationship with good people that gonna keep you in business and keep business flowing through you. And if you ain't got that, you can just be a business person with no business. You know, anybody can get online, create a business, and make it feel like they're doing well. But you ain't doing well when you stand uh, uh, in the bottom of mama house and all that old type of stuff. People be
Well, you okay until you come up, unless you're not planning to come out the bottom of mom house.
a lot of people play like they gonna come up, but they never come up.
Well, if you don't have that mindset, you will not be able to save and know how to place your money back into it. So many people think that they can start a business cooking because they can cook something that tastes pretty good. So if you prepare this meal and you start this business, you start cooking, and then you start letting your quality lack, your mind isn't in it anymore, because when you see this little income you've made, you're not thinking about what I need to keep into this business to keep it the same way. What it took to get these people here, I got to keep this going and start working for something better, to keep them coming. So I see so many people are starting to cook, and they're like, doing like the mobile cooking, selling out their home or whatever to start off. But when you do those things, you have to think of what else I can do to build it up again or make it better. Oh Lord, Pat is in the house. Pat said, "Why y'all don't never invite me on the live stream? We better than that, right? Guess on the next show." Oh, you're welcome to join, sir.
Yeah, he just be tripping on
Mm-hmm. That's what he doing. But we know how to close your mouth.
him. Right.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because I just sent him an invite right now. Yeah,
Okay.
you,
And
yeah,
and I was doing the same thing.
yeah.
So hey, stop talking and
Send
be
him an
quiet.
invite so he can be quiet right now. Jump on, player. You want to talk? Get on, talk.
Chelsea said, "We were the last of the era where kids play outside all day." I know. Sometimes we used to play outside all day. We didn't come in for snacks and breaks. We used to go in and get water and every now and then, but then sometimes it's like, oh, we're gonna drink from the hose pipe. So you drink from the hose pipe. You don't even go in the house until it was time for dinner.
Right. That part. How they say? That part.
Terry said they get it from their mama. I know men that drink while they pregnant and men doing drugs also, two or both. So how these gonna turn to how these are gonna turn out? Not good, not good. Cause I've been in a spot before and a girl was there and she was pregnant. She was like she couldn't wait to drop her baby next month. I was like, oh, okay. And she ordered a beer. She's like, oh, I'm just drinking beer. I ain't drinking nothing else. Something like, really, lady? Okay. You don't owe me no explanation. I get you, Terry. Chester said, materials take dang near all the money. See how adulting is so ghetto? Ooh, that's business prospects.
There he is.
What up?
I knew that cigarette wasn't going to be far.
He thought he wasn't gonna get on this thing. There he is. What up, man?
Oh, not much, man. Yeah, you're all right about them businesses, man. Because hell, I've been starting my I've been working on starting my seasoning business for about 3 years now.
Yeah.
And I got everything set up. And also people get it. They do like I did. They start a business, and then they don't plan properly, and then when they find out everything they need, they be like, "Oh shit, I ain't got enough money." You know, so just because you got a talent,
Right.
like you say, like I say, these internet chefs, because I hate these internet chefs. Everybody think that they can cook. They ain't
Yeah.
had 1 ounce of classical training or none of that shit. They just out here doing shit.
But guess what
You
that is though? Sometimes sometimes you don't need certain things. You
Listen,
need the
you know what that is?
charisma.
But nah, but see, you know what that is though? That's TV, man. That's TV making everybody think that they a chef and that they can cook.
That's
You know,
charisma.
It doesn't
That's
Listen,
take
like
it doesn't take a person but one time. They make something that tastes good. Oh, we like this, and they
okay,
oh, I
let
can
me
cook anything.
yeah, that's true. But like when I was in a culinary school, one of the things the dude told me, he was like, "Do you see why you see so many restaurants fail? It's because they don't budget properly. You know, and they say like like you see they come out at the gate, they got some kind of sale or some kind of special, and they didn't budget properly for that sale or that special. Next thing they out of business. You know,
right. Because I'm gonna tell you, it was just like when I got in the lawnmower game. Um, like you wouldn't think all the stuff you need. Okay, you need a nice truck, you need a nice trailer, you need weed eater, blower, uh, a good lawnmower, a good work habit, good weather. It's
Yeah,
so much stuff that you have to train your mind before you even leave the house on what you can do today. You feel what I'm saying?
yeah.
right?
And a lot of people don't even train that. They go out there, they don't check the weather, they don't check, that goes on any business. You gotta check everything that's going on today. Because even if you're working in somebody's house, like construction, this and that, they don't want you in and out their house if it's wet or it's muddy outside, or you know what I'm saying? So it's so much stuff you have to just check, the time frame, how long you gonna be there, all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like I see Chelsea say, the internet is the best way to get exposed. That's true. But I'm gonna tell you what kind of killed me. Like somebody asked me, they was like, "Oh, it was the guy that was from Jackson. I don't know if y'all remember. I think he died or I think he committed suicide or whatever. But he was on this show, Master Chefs. Y'all remember that show?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he committed suicide. He was a
Y-
He was a Toogler.
Yeah, and people were calling me up and like, he's a Master Chef, right? Because he
Uh-huh.
was on Master Chef. Now he's a Master Chef, and I'm like, no, he not a Master Chef. Like, you got to pay like $20,000 and take a test, and you go through, so many steps to become a master chef, and you got to have so much experience before they even let you take the test. I'm like, no, man, he's not a master chef. That's what I mean. Like little stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
When you do something, and then, like for example, like say you was an electrician, and then these people on this game show, this ain't what it take to become a master electrician, but here they go, oh, he a master. Somebody asked, oh, he a master electrician now. It's like, nah, man, that's TV. But people really be believing that stuff.
Okay. Now we got to get back on the subject. Now,
The subject for tonight, I don't know if you know it or not. We were asking, should parents be held accountable for their actions and the actions of their children?
go ahead, man. What you think?
Well, my son got a lot of me in him.
Mhm.
I can see that already. I'm scared, because my mama always, whatever she say to me, usually comes true. She might be like, "You keep doing that, you're gonna go to jail." Then I'm in jail. You do this, and this is gonna happen, and it happened. And so she was like, "When you have kids, they're gonna treat you 10 times worse than you ever treated me." So I can see it's coming already. So I would say, nah, it's gonna be a no for me, dog.
But you the one training them.
Yeah, hey, you know what? Hey, that's true. I mean, you gotta parents are responsible, you know, to us. Yeah, pretty much, yeah. But that's what the law say anyway, right?
Hey, and watch this. You got to look at it like this here. Everything that's going, when they do something good, we always say, yeah, that's my child. I did that. I taught him that. He's being just like it pop. He's smart like it pop. So when he start doing dumb stuff, then is you gonna hold yourself accountable when he start doing dumb stuff and he start doing stuff that compromise, you.
It depends on what it is. Now, I might be like, because at some point when he gets a certain age, he is his own person pretty much. He's coming to his own personality. Right. So at some point I might be like, nah, son, I didn't teach you that. That was fucking stupid. You know what I'm saying? Right. That was dumb, son. You on your own.
See, that's that 22-year-old. That's after 21.
No.
Look,
no.
No. Before 21, you accountable.
It's whatever age. It's whatever age that I think that you should know better, or I know how to taught you better. Like, if you get 17, 16, 17, 18, and you do some crazy ass shit like some of my friends and people I know, and then they go, oh no, take him on. That ain't going back. I taught you better, man. You got to learn a hard lesson. I believe in hard lessons.
If you teach the children and you make them learn and coach them into the right way, even when they get a certain age where you feel like they should know better, I think that's a ground too where you can reinstate into that child, hey, this is what you need to be doing. This is not the way you need to go. I'm not teaching you this way.
Okay, and I'm gonna ask you this: who to blame then? Do you blame the child?
I will have to blame myself if I let it go.
Or you blame the teacher? Hold on, you don't watch them. You don't watch them karate shows. Who you blame? The teacher or the student?
The mouth of the student.
But we can always blame anybody that's in our child's lives. We can blame the friends that they be around.
I gotta get him on internet so his child will watch this when he get older and say, which one you blame now? The teacher or the student?
Could you repeat the question, please?
I said when it goes wrong, who you blame? The teacher or the student?
Well, I'm a master teacher, so I'm gonna have to blame the student. He didn't follow directions properly. That's my final answer, Alex.
Hey, that's when you say he bumped into something too hard. He fell on the ground and knocked some screws loose.
Right. I mean, but you hear the maternal instinct over there talking about, well, I had to blame myself. No, because
if I let it God and not correct the issue.
My parents taught me right, and I still ended up exactly where they said I was gonna go if I kept fucking up.
Right, but hey, they were giving you.
They taught me right. It wasn't their fault.
But when your mom gave you that warning, she was giving you a warning before destruction again. Once she had already taught you. So this is the point I'm saying. When you know it and you see it, she is not accountable for your actions after you did. She told you again. If you don't stop
no. She ain't got to teach you. Once she teach you, once you've been taught, you learn. Once you've been taught, then that means you learn something, which means you know. You don't have to be told again.
But when she told you again, if you do this,
wait a minute. Anything after she taught you, which is when you learn, because you learn, she taught and you learn, so you knew. So if anything after that, that's just stupid on your part. She shouldn't have to reiterate and she shouldn't have to repeat herself because you already know.
That's what I got to do. I got to push back, because even your child, if you let him loose and he start running towards the street, you're gonna have to say, stop that, pull him
Right.
back. And then if you let him loose tomorrow, he gonna run to that same street. You gotta tell him back. You got to reinforce stuff to your child over and over again and really
But
bam
I'm
it
talking
into
about,
their head.
but I'm talking about when he get 12 and he run out to the street, I'm just gonna say, you stupid, son. You know what I'm saying?
I
That's
understand
different.
that.
That's
I
different.
understand what you're saying.
That's
But
different. He's accountable for it.
but him running the street, who is accountable for that if he's still running in the street at 12?
Him. He shouldn't have ran in the street.
God did that, man.
Oh, okay.
Cause he a little off if he still running the street at 12. He'll throw it out. He's what he'll little cheese and slipped off his cracker if he's still running in the street at 12 years old.
Read chat.
Justin says some kids do like to go against the grain just to test the water, just to see what would happen if they did their own thing. That's her. I believe it.
Yeah.
I've been there too. I think all of us have.
Do that. But you
I
know
think
what I
all of
always
us
say?
have.
You know what I always say? Because we got to realize this part. When we came up, we always remember when the mama didn't want certain kids around your house or you hanging out with certain kids because they already seen it in them and they know if you hung around them, you was gonna get some of that in you.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I remember even me just telling youngsters around me. I used to tell them, "Hey man, watch who you hang around. Watch what you're doing. You're gonna end up in the wrong situation." Don't what I said back.
Yeah.
I'd say it in a minute now. Okay, now, but that's on you. Now everything you do after what I just told you, that's on you. Because
That's when they go there.
everybody
That's
like even that I got them years on them. You try to tell somebody something and they still feel like, oh man, that old joke here, that's back then when they was doing that. They don't do it like that no more.
Well,
But
you know what? A part of it be like, let's just say some shit you might have told me, right?
right.
And I might be like, I listen, I hear what you're saying. I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna take that into account. But I feel like even with that information you gave me, now I can navigate this shit a little bit better. But I'm still going over here and fuck with such. And we're gonna go do this bullshit and make this money.
But sorry for cutting you off early, but that's part of the village. When it takes you, when you see some that's going the wrong way, and when they say it take a village to raise a child type of thing, that's part of the village. They come and try and instill, but the child will still probably divert and go their own way.
Yeah.
Tomorrow said, wow.
Just said, I used to tell Dad the devil made me do it.
Shit. Girl, I ain't made you do nothing.
Hey, look. I used to tell them, Joker, it's the hook in me that made me do it. I used to change to the incredible hook. It was the other person in me that made me do it.
Yeah, sure. Mm-hmm, of course. Just said it. She still got her ass whooped. So that didn't work. Well, that's what's up. We have to take accountability.
What we got next? What's the next?
Parental liability.
That means putting you in jail. That's what they tell them now. They'll put you in jail now.
Well, it's like,
bro, I am not going to jail.
What you mean?
I ain't going to jail.
If your kid do something at a certain age,
I'm snitching, bro. He going to jail.
Oh, listen, they still can lock you up.
They will hold you accountable.
I know. That's why I don't let them go nowhere.
The parental liability.
Old enough to go nowhere yet.
Boy, see, this is what I believe in.
You gonna
My
try?
favorite Bible verse is
Go ahead.
vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. So I feel like God want me to get revenge. That's how I interpret that. You know what I'm saying? If my son get me put in jail, I don't give a damn if he 8 or 9. I'm gonna remember that shit. And when you get old, beat the brakes off your ass. I'm
Oh
gonna
wow.
beat your ass like you snitched on me, goddamn. Fuck that.
Oh man. Oh man, that's something else there. Cause like I don't know. I think I remember a couple times just thinking if my child even threatened something like getting me put in jail or something. I remember looking at my child like, really? That's how we doing this. Okay.
Right.
Okay. But then you say, you know, this ain't change our relationship forever now, right?
Oh man. Let me tell you what my mama did. I told my mama when I was in first grade, I think she had whooped me or something. You know, she loved doing that shit. And so I was like, I'm gonna tell them, the teacher them that you abusing me. And my mama was like, go ahead and tell them. They gonna send you to a foster home and you're gonna get raped in your booty every motherfucking day. My mama was cold, man.
I bet you sat down somewhere.
Hey,
But I'm not bullshitting though.
look. I'm glad I got Pat on the spot. I remember Pat, the one that made me start lifting weights hard. I remember, Pat told me one time, he said, when I get big, I'm gonna whoop your ass. I said, okay. When you get big, I'm gonna be waiting.
Hey, that nigga had went got strong in the motherfucker. 'Cause I might have been like 9 or 10 at the time.
Had me lifting weights every day. Yeah, y'all come on. Y'all come on. To this day, ain't none of them ever put their hands on me.
Well, I tried that shit. It turned out too well. Hey, look, man. Let me tell y'all something. Now, I ain't ashamed when I got my ass whooped. You know what I'm saying? I'm not ashamed. You can't win them all. So, look, I went home. I left the little club or whatever. I went back to my partner. He said, man, what happened to you? I said, man, I got to fight with Big Boy. He said, nigga, you crazy. That's what AD said, man. I got to check on AD, man.
I remember that night. That one of them nights when me and my brother be punching on each other.
Yeah, I was drunk as a motherfucker. That was stupid.
You remember we used to get against the wild punch on each other.
That was building monsters. That's a game. Just punching on each other.
Yeah, we used to get on the wall and punch each other in the stomach. We'd get against the brick wall and punch each other in the stomach.
It's called drunk shit.
That part. You said the key word.
When it said, "Woo, child."
You know, sometimes you get into it with people, and you know you can't beat their ass when you go into it.
That drink make you feel like you can beat everybody.
No, not even with the drink. I knew I was. It's okay to admit when you know you can't whoop somebody's ass. I wouldn't need to pick them up. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't. I was young too. I wasn't ready. My mental wasn't there.
But like I said, that parent liability at 9. What would make you? Let's see. What is the laws that'll make a person go to jail for whatever you do wrong? Like if you whoop a child, now you can go to jail, right?
Yeah,
if you get caught, you don't see everything.
If they see the whip, if they see
you have the evidence.
No. See, everything is legal until you get caught. So if you know you finna whoop your child and tear his ass up, you keep him out of school for a couple days. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be smart about this shit. Yeah. Don't be stupid. Don't send the motherfucker to the, you know you done knock that son bitch across his head because he called you a
Hey,
bitch. You know what I'm saying?
hey, put it in a tub of ice and go get him healed up. How they used to say, put some toothpaste all up and down. You remember everybody used to use toothpaste for everything, for
Yes,
hickeys,
for everything.
cold spoons, and toothpaste was the going thing when I was coming up.
Right. Pimples, hickeys, all that stuff.
Oh Lord.
Chelsea said, do y'all believe in whooping still after all the trauma it caused us?
Well, I believe in it because we still alive. A lot of people ain't alive because they ain't getting whoopings early and they don't even know how it feel. As soon as they get old and get whooped, they want to kill somebody or get killed because they too emotional. They don't know how to handle it. You know what I'm saying? Like you start
Right.
whooping on a child. It's like the first time, like I'm gonna tell you, like this gonna be crazy. Like think about if you raise a dog and you don't never put that dog on a chain. The first time you put that dog on the chain, he gonna kill himself. He gonna almost hang himself because he ain't used to being on that chain. And that's the same thing with whooping a child. You mess around and don't never whoop this child. Once he get out here in real life and start going against people who don't care nothing about him, and they put a whooping on him, and he gonna go get your gun out your house, and he gonna come back to school and do some things.
And then you going to jail.
Then you going to jail. because you supposed to have a gun safe at the house and all that type of stuff. See that they gonna get you for all that. There's another way you can go to jail. Not having a gun safe, not having your thing secure.
Yeah, those are things you have to be accountable for.
That you supposed to lock your gun up was not, and people just like I remember the girl, one of the kids shot and killed a child. I think that was in Canada or something, playing with the gun or whatever.
Yeah.
Just last year. And people don't understand that type of stuff.
My wife, matter of fact, my wife asked me today, she was like, can I, will you give me a gun or whatever? I'm like, you don't need no gun. We ain't had no gun all this damn time. And shit, before I was blessed and I had no feeling no more, I didn't have no gun around me because I was convicted felon. Right. So I ain't had it all this time, must don't need it. Shit.
Well, I'm gonna tell you another thing.
You could do like the mayors, like the folk be tell you, pray to rob her away.
But I'm gonna tell you what it is. I'm gonna tell you what it is. Like having a gun is a big responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And people don't even understand the responsibility it is on having a gun because people think it's just I go buy a gun, I got a gun, whoop de whoop, and that ain't how it works.
And when it's time to shoot, just shoot.
Yeah, and see, you can't shoot in the city limits. You got to understand if you can walk away from something, you need to walk away from it. You don't even need to pull your gun. See, there's plenty of times I done had my gun on me and dude talking crazy to me. I'm not thinking about none of that. And as long as he walked away from me, I was good. And there's many occasions. And people don't understand is that's the responsibility of having a gun, not being emotional with a gun. Because emotional with a gun can get you put locked up forever.
And that's why I ain't got none. Because vengeance is mine, saith the Lord.
Wendy says, spare the rod, spoil the child.
And that's just simply mean if you don't punish a child when they do something wrong, they will not learn what is right. That's what that means.
Right. She said, so you saying whooping creates character? Yes, it does. It does. And it also
creates mannerism.
And sometimes it knocked the bad character up out of there.
And it teach you how to put curse words together, like, fuck that bitch with my motherfucking ass, fuck a bitch. You know, when you say that under your breath, you know, in your room and shit,
Hey,
you know.
you go to your room, you just cussing the joke out.
That's that stupid ass
And
bitch.
then you know you hear this. What you say? I ain't say nothing.
See, y'all stupid.
Oh, shit.
Or let me tell you what made it so bad when I was growing up. See, that was that crying. And they were like, you better stop crying for I give you something to cry for. After
Ooh, I
they
hated that. I
done
hated that because I'm like, you talking shit. You know what I'm saying? You talking super shit. Talk about you gonna give me something else to cry for, like you ain't just whoop my ass with the remote for 5 minutes, motherfucker.
Sharon said, yes, better ride, ruin a child. And I mean, it just for real though. He said they work for me, but things are different now. I'm trying to figure out what we were talking about then. I know we probably were talking about somebody talking about shooting somebody.
See, that's why I ain't buying none of that. See, nope.
Yeah,
Yep,
And
cause she'll be trying to put my son up to a shoot him head, shoot his ass, shoot that motherfucker. He shoot his ass.
Joseph said, I know one thing. You better not slam a door.
I'm telling you,
They'll
slam a
take the
door
door
right
off
here.
the hinges.
Slam a door right here. Now I done slammed the door outside, but I done ran like a giant. Man, I'm telling you, man. When I was young, I was running like a giant. My mama used to chase behind me, and then she'll just wake up and realize she ain't got to chase me. She'll just tell me to come here. I'm like, golly, she remember. You know how you running? She chasing behind you, and then she remembers you. Like, I ain't running no more. Get over here. Damn. Because I knew she wasn't gonna catch me. Oh, that's that bob and weave.
Well, you know what my grandma used to do. My grandma, she talking about a whooping. Let me tell you what my grandma used to do. When
Yeah,
I was little, my grandma lived on Lynch Street, right down the street from Jackson State.
right.
My uncle, he might be 55 now, something like that, 50, 55. He ain't that much older than my oldest brother and sister.
Yeah, he
But
stayed right across the street.
man, yeah, right. My
Yeah,
uncle used to be talking shit to my grandma. And I don't know where she used to get these motherfuckers from. But some kind of way out of the kitchen, she always came up with a brick. And he would run off the back steps because it's a pier and beam house up off the ground. He'll run off the back steps. I'd be in the backyard playing in the dirt. And she'll come out that bitch like John Elway and throw that motherfucker brick and bam, right across the back of his head. I'd be like, zigzag, nigga. Zigzag. Don't run a straight line, motherfucker. And I'm like, I still don't know where she was getting them bricks from. Now that
but
was
you know
fucking abuse
what?
right there.
But you know what makes it
He
so
fucking
bad?
that nigga up.
See, you not thinking when you running off and you jumping off the porch, you trying not to foul.
Mm-hmm.
So all she had to do is go straight if she was right behind him. Just high.
Yeah, but this ain't happened just one time. This happened on multiple occasions. You need to zigzag
Came
once
in
you
the
get off
plane.
the porch, man. Zigzag, nigga. Cause she threw that brick good to motherfucker. I ain't never
Hey,
seen
look,
nobody throw a brick like that. End over end. Bow! Right in the
hey,
back of the head.
hey,
That's why you know he a little off.
Bella, Pat was bad when he was young. Man,
Don't y'all believe that shit.
like sugar. You know how they be talking about you full of that sugar. Man, that joker used to run around. You never stop running. He ain't gained no weight till he got older. He run around. He still had fast metabolism since he was a little bitty boy. That joker used to run around. Ah! They got video. You remember we showed you that video?
Yeah, yeah.
He was running around just pew. He'd come back, pew.
Don't believe the hype, man.
Joseph
Oh,
said that my granny used to want me to fix my face. Like how? When I'm almost dead?
That used to be a good one. Fix your face right now.
Just the anxiety be so high when you think your parents forgot to whoop you. I know, right?
Man, what you talking about? They always let you take a bath, go to sleep, and then you be
Wake you up.
You be sitting up there sleeping. There.
No. I'm gonna do you one better. My damn my mama and my grandma for that matter. You take that bath, but you wouldn't make it out that bathroom.
Ooh, that's
They
the
come in
worst.
there with the belt while you wet. Cha-pa-pa! Beat the dog.
I used to make it out the bathroom. I just never made it. I just never made it to sleep. Cause it seemed like as soon as you get in that bed, and then I used to always have bunk beds back in the day, just in case somebody spent the night. So it's like you in a cage. You just hitting sideways on that thing. You can't even go nowhere.
And you know it was against the wall.
It's against the wall. You can't go nowhere. They should just just running, just hitting you everywhere. You breach your hair, everything.
Sharon said my mom would throw.
Hold on, my bad. Go ahead.
Sharon said my mom would throw her shoe at me and boomerang.
And just like Eddie Murphy said on Delirious.
Right.
And he said she take that shoe off like it was a gun. Pow! And then catch it back and put it on her foot.
Just a dang a brick. I'm calling DHMS. She calling DHS on mama. Sharon said my mom had shoe action. It beat me running boomerang. So she said she zigzagged, but it still caught her.
And look, he said your son following your footsteps.
He is, bro. Let me tell you something, bro. I'm tired than the motherfucker. Okay? Me and my wife, man, we tired over here. Okay?
It's time to call the godmoms and aunties.
I done, man, we done moved out of town. Ain't none of them around and shit.
And you know what? A lot of people don't even realize that part of it. Like when people move and go to another state, they don't have family to help.
Family to drop them off at grandma's house or wherever. Then
you got to pay everything or daycare or something when it's time to really make moves that you want to make. I mean, it's something else. Because you can't take them all the way back to Mississippi.
Right. Because I'm going to tell you, I already told my wife, we going to drop him off in the summers with my mama, and he will come back like a soldier. He will be a soldier when he come back, because she don't play that shit. And Marcus will tell y'all, my mama don't play that shit. Yeah, my mama had runners in her house. And everybody in the neighborhood knew not to step off that goddamn car. Don't sit running my line.
I'm telling you. We walked on that car. We walked on that plastic. You remember that plastic run? Every mama had it. My mama had it too. We stepped on that plastic. You ain't get on that carpet, boy. You stay on that plastic. And look, don't everybody remember, anybody old enough, don't you remember green carpet?
No, right.
I think everybody had a room with green carpet in it somewhere.
Man, my auntie in Chicago, I went back up there to visit a few years ago. I went in through the back door. Everybody was like, "Why you coming in through the back door?" My auntie, she had got old at this point. She's like, "Cause he know better. He know not to come through my front door. Unlike y'all, they kind of the grandkids, whatnot. She got older. She don't really enforce it like she used to. So, everybody kind of cool. I mean, they still respect the front room. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
They know she don't play that shit, but
they
used
put
to
their
be
shoes at the door.
It used to be you couldn't even go up in that room at all. Point blank period. She still got the plastic on the. She got the French original furniture with the plastic.
Every grandma had plastic on them couches.
I know, right?
On that couch. That was just that plastic that tell you don't even try it. Just don't even try it.
Don't even look. Matter of fact, don't even look over there.
Chelsea said she tired too. She got a youngin' about the same age yours.
But you what, 23? We were stupid. We waited till we were old and had. I told my partner he got a baby now, my same age, my son. I told him, man, we gonna be pulling muscles and shit trying to play basketball with these motherfuckers when we 60. Shit.
Or just don't play
Me and my
with.
wife had a blast though. He'll be traumatized. How he gonna be traumatized? He's gonna be stronger. He's gonna be a man. That's why kids need their daddy, because mama's worried about trauma. A
Right.
man's life is a man's supposed to be traumatized.
Right,
It makes you stronger.
traumatized from day. I'm telling you now. And look, people don't even realize, like, I kind of helped myself in the type of way that I had to raise the kids around in my neighborhood. So all them felt like I traumatized them too. But all of men now, they can't say that. They can't say they ain't men. They all men now. And all of them got good careers and all that good stuff now. But I mean, it just
Ain't none of us with that funny business either. We are now. There's nothing wrong with that. We are traditional men, though. Traditional.
right.
Right. I'm with Yanni.
I made sure. I made sure. Look. They hated dudes from yay high because I was slapping them across the head. Oh Lord!
Because I know somewhere deep down in my heart, I still love you.
I'm just saying. Oh Lord. What we got next? Coming
Chelsea
up?
said, man trauma is hard to heal from, though. Something about our generation that I love is that we are aware of things that affects us mentally. So is man trauma really hard to heal?
Well, what it is
We're asking men.
yeah, but what it is yeah, it's easy to heal once you recognize, because see, one thing about it, when you come up being raised by a man, once you become a man, you understand everything you went to. You know everything that happened to you. It comes these days. Some of these dudes don't even know what it takes to be a man or close to it till they 21, 22, before they even know anything. Because a mom, if you raised by a single mom in the house all the time and you ain't staying with your daddy, so you ain't around no man that's constantly, bad, putting this up in you. So a lot of them, they come up, and I say about 13, 14, they get to this era where I don't need my daddy. So then they kind of cut off ties around 13, 14 when they really need him the most. And then
That's your growth spurt.
Then that's when they come to I don't care. And then the man, he feel like mama had something to do with it too. You know what I'm saying? With her putting a certain kind of image of me in the child head. And so now the man say, well, go ahead then. You don't care nothing about it, I don't care nothing about it. Because there's a man. Men know sometimes you got to detach yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like grown man was the first man to put their son up at the house. Not the mama. He could have stayed there to 30.
Right.
It was up to the mama.
He retired. What you mean?
It's the man that told you better get yourself together, bro. He be counting down the days. You graduate in another couple months, right? You ain't got no job. He'll be already letting you know you need to be trying to save up some money, because you getting out of here soon. You wasn't. If you ain't in college, you getting up out of here.
Okay, just say for instance, if it's in a stance where men even have their fathers and they live together, right? And just say, for instance, if you were in a situation where your father wasn't in your home, so you're dealing with this, I wouldn't say trauma, but you're dealing with the man perspective on you growing up. Then you're dealing with life situations of how you experience or the trauma you experience outside of the household. So where would this place you? Is that what make men so hard and steady and like stronghold? You
Just
know,
what Rock just said. He said his daddy never told him that he was proud of me. And when I was coming up, that was just a no-no. Men didn't tell you, you know, how well you doing and a lot of stuff like that. They just tell you do better.
what is that too soft for men to even say?
Well, I think back then it used to be it was never like good enough because he's trying to get you to a place that like I tell people generation now, like if we actually knew how rough life really is out here, we would take it more serious like our daddies took it serious when they were raising us.
But we
They
weren't
knew
understanding it.
they knew how bad it was out here, so they came at us in a different way. You know what I'm saying? And right now, the men ain't around to tell the youngsters how bad it is. They listen to mama, and mama saying everything gonna be all right. You just gonna get older, you're gonna get a job, you're gonna go to college, you're gonna do this, and it's gonna be a lot of dollars. And that ain't
Well, let me say this. Now, you know, there are some mamas out there that's pretty good. Now, don't get me wrong. Now, like my mama, for example, I had owed my mama some money one time, right? I was grown at this point. I had just kind of got out on my own or whatever.
yeah.
You know, I had did some illegal shit. I ain't gonna say what to get this money, right? You know,
Yeah.
I wasn't doing good, so some other people had to suffer. That was my where my head was at that time, right? I'm gonna get you because I ain't doing so great. So I paid my mom back this month. Like, damn, ma. She's like, I want my money. My mom don't play about her money. I want my money, get my damn money. And I'm like, damn, mama, you don't know what I had to go through, get and do to get this money. She said, I don't give a damn what you had to do. and that's when I knew I get it. I'm a man now. I got to handle my business, and however I handle it, that's how I handle it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And
You
see,
know?
I feel the same way. Like people don't realize, like, say you borrow money from another man, and you tell him, I'm gonna pay you back such and such. That man ain't studying what you going through after that.
Mhm.
When you told him you gonna pay him back at a certain time, he
want
thinking
his money.
you a man of your word. That's how we live out here. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
all these excuses, like people so used to just making excuses by not holding up their end of the bargain. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to hold up for what you say.
Yep. I mean, like you were talking about how your dad didn't say like Raquel was just saying how his dad never said he was proud of him. My father didn't do that either, not with girls or the boys in my family.
Right.
My dad used to tell us, "Oh, that ain't nothing. You ain't worth a quarter." You know, so we used to take offense, you know, that he's saying that we're not worth anything. You're not worth a dime. You're not worth a quarter. But not realizing that he was trying to build us up to make us work harder to be worth more than a quarter, or worth more than a
Let me,
dime.
That's right. That's why you work for damn now.
I'm gonna tell you why he was saying that too. I'm gonna tell you why he was saying that because you wasn't worth a quarter. You were costing him money. Every day you were costing him money. He was like, you ain't worth a
You are
dime.
not. You are not a fucking asset.
Matter of fact,
You are a
a negative.
goddamn liability.
Look, he said, matter of fact, you're a negative 20 today. And if you ask for some money tomorrow, you're gonna be a negative 30 tomorrow.
But you know, just being a female, a girl, you know, hearing this from your dad, these type of things, you know, it had us feeling some type of way. But our main goal was always to prove dad wrong. We need to be worth more. So we start building our lives to try and work harder and be better and be somebody. And that was his goal. He was actually pushing us when we were taking it as it was something negative, but he meant it in a positive way.
No, it was a good way to hurry up and get you out the house at 18. That's what.
Whatever. Everybody in my house
he
had to leave.
He was creating a boundary, getting you up out of that thing.
Everybody in my house, when they got 17, they left the house. Nobody said. Everybody that hit the age of 17.
That's because your daddy was just like my mom and them. And hell, when we got a certain age, my mama started charging rent, and you want to eat, she gonna charge you for that. We like, shit, I might as well go pay my shit. I'm paying just as much up in this motherfucker. I might as well go do my own shit.
Right.
And then I'm like, ain't no way, no dang on phone bill that I'm supposed to take care of a month be $200 a month. What?
And I'm gonna tell you what I did when I got my own place and all that. You know, I love my mom and them to come over, and then I tell, hey, cut that light off. You got damn it. I pay these motherfucking bills up in here. I wouldn't say it like that, but I would make sure I say it because
right, I know.
Hey, stop that. Sit down, damn it.
Chelsea said the man is the enforcer. Dads definitely matter. And that's just how it is.
Yeah, and that's even right now, my wife will tell you this. She, my son be finna do something or whatever, and I'll be like, like she might try to help him or whatever. I'll be like, no, let him do it on his own. I'll stop her, and then she'll, hey, see, he could do it on his own. Or he might be like, she'll be telling him to do something, stop, or no, whatever. And then I have to get up off the couch and go up in there, hey, boy, stop. And he listens to me because I'm daddy.
Right, they do.
That's my role. He knows.
All kids.
I hear a little bass in that voice. Let me chill my ass out. It's natural.
Yeah, all men, like whether it's a female or a boy child, female child, boy child, whatever. If a man step in and say, da, do this, and they gonna do it. And immediately they listen to a man's voice more than a lady because they know we have the more nurturing sound, I guess. But when a man said they get into line like that, I'm like, okay.
Right, because they feel like it's some pain from to come behind this. Pain is the best teacher. Shit. Pain is the best one. That's why we need to get back to corporal punishment, and we need to get back to people getting sticks and stones and shit thrown at their ass when they fuck up.
Hey,
pain will goddamn get your ass.
Hey, Pat, guess what I told somebody the other day? They was sitting up there whining about somebody said at their job or something like that. I said, we need to get back to sticks and stones may hurt my bones, but words will never hurt me. We need to get back to that. Because these children so weak-minded, when somebody say something about them, they actually get this thing in. When I remember that's what we always, when somebody talk crazy to us, we be like, sticks and stones maybe hurt my bones, but words never hurt me.
But you tell them then, what you tell them next? Cross this line. You draw a line. Cross this line.
Knock this rock off my shoulder. You want them to put some contact on you. You don't want, see if you go up there and do something like that, that nine's on, player. See, when they look at him step across the line, you still look like the aggressor. But if they see him knock something, hit you on your shoulder or something, man,
you have to touch me.
Right. What up, Robert Jones?
Hello, Robert. Raquel said, I think them old fuckers just didn't have a sense of understanding about how life changes. Really? They didn't care. It was their world or nothing. Chelsea said, as I'm getting older, I understand everything that my parents did was protect me from my dang on self. And that's true. My mother used to tell me all the time, you'll understand it better by and by. Just keep living. In other words, Yanni said, my dad told me I was beautiful very often. So I never had to look to a man for that. He also sent me flowers all the time. That was nice.
That is nice, though.
Yeah, I like when fathers do that, like guys that take their daughters on dates. Let them experience it first. Yeah. She said, I have a wonderful father.
Right.
Raquel said, my homeboy said his dad told him that he wished his mom had crossed her legs and killed him.
I like it. I'm going to use that one.
Oh, that is so mean. I hope he was just kidding.
That's good. That's good that he told him. He's stronger now because of that. Now that little bullshit that motherfuckers be saying out in the streets, that shit don't bother.
Don't bother them at all.
Oh,
But
Joseph said crazy that children now know from an early age that the man doesn't play.
right.
I'm with Yanni. Sharon said they take it to heart.
Mhm.
Just said I can tell AJ to do something 10 times and he still won't do it. But let his dad tell him once he doing it. Ugh. Right. That's true. They
They,
take no
they know
constructions
that
first.
strong. They know that strong voice. Say yes, knock that chip off the shoulder. See, that's that old school there. That's
Right.
old school there.
Joe said that's so awesome. Send him my way. Just play it. He talking about your daddy. Yanni.
I ain't that don't be messing with
Okay, what we got next up?
You can't control your child every move. You think that's possible? No.
No.
Because you have to send them away. Just see, when they start school, it starts then. You can't control what goes on there, only what you instill into your child, how they're going to react to what they're given at school.
You
What they
could try,
going
but then they end up all weird and shit later on in life.
really? Well, you still got to hang in there. You got to still keep that teaching to them.
Uh-oh.
Are you a good role model for your child?
What's the thing,
Yes, sir.
Pat? What's the thing,
He
Pat?
froze. He froze.
Yeah, unfreeze. Hey, Mr. Pat. Mr. Frozen Pat. Okay, let me see something.
Sharon said it's the look and the bass and the voice.
Still frozen.
Like a block of ice.
Hey, man, you need to start paying your bill, man.
So, would you say you're a good role model for your child?
Who, me?
Yes.
Nah, I wouldn't. I wouldn't say. I
What
wouldn't
about
say
now? You know, sometimes it takes growth for adults to
now.
even be ready for our children.
Now, yes, but I still have some bad ways to America, you know. But
Bad ways to America.
yeah.
That is real broad. I want you to know that.
But I'm just saying, like it's hard to really think about being a good role model. You know what I'm saying? Like now, I'm thinking, okay, I'm gonna stop drinking. I'm doing vegan stuff. I mean, you change your life around and this and that, and then it make me think, dang, I was too young to have kids at the time because I should have, But I think if we was raised better on, preparing to have a child, like when you have a child and it's not playing, it's always gonna be different.
Yeah, but you just made a statement. You said lifestyle changes as far as your eating and your health, right?
Right.
So you're drinking and the way you're changing your eating habits.
Right.
But what about your mind state?
Yeah,
At this time, are there great ideas or great things you can say to your child that will,
I always had great things to say. It's just
pass the lies? I'm saying,
no, it's like no, I never lied to my child. Man, that's one thing I can say. Like, I used to point it out to her as she got older. Like, hey,
if you say you're gonna do it, you're
your
gonna do
mama
it.
used to say this. This wasn't true. What you done found out, what your dad just told you that wasn't true. And see, that's when it have to hit a child. Like, who was the one actually telling you the truth, and who was telling you stuff to, like, maybe butter up your head to feel
But listen, you didn't even have to bring the mom in there and what she didn't do. If you do your part, you do your part. Just like me. I've done my part. Even with my son, I used to almost but pay my son's father to interact and entwine with him. I did those things because I needed him to be a part of his life. And the reason I needed it so much because I know a man has a great impact on a boy's life. When I need you to come over here and discipline him, you come and do it because I think my discipline is getting old and he needs you to come in here and put the whammy bammy on him.
right.
So
And
it works.
children never like a man to come discipline.
No, they don't. He didn't even want to talk
They
to his
know.
dad.
They know it gonna get rough and rugged, boy. If I show up,
Right. He didn't want to talk to his dad. So it matters, when you have a man, to come in and have an impact on a boy's life, especially. And I'm sure a girl, they feel like they can soften up and soften the man, but if the man stand firm and do his thing, it makes a difference.
Yeah.
Just said, laughing her butt off. She said, so is it the parents' fault if your child turns out awkward or weird? Because I am. Well, you may be just like your parents, awkward and weird.
because we got to think this way too. It's a certain way, the mental part of it too. It ain't just we try to
We
put
didn't say crazy. She just said awkward and weird.
yeah, but it's a mental part to it too. So you got to look at it as it is a mental part to everybody is different because our mind is different. We born different. We think different. We have different ideas. Like I don't think kids look at what works because really American society lied to people and say you can be whatever you want to be, but if you be something that don't make money, you better be well thought about, your tent and all your other stuff.
Are well put together with it.
Yeah. Big Dog, he laid back like a fat Mac. He like, yeah.
Yeah, my phone here with dead. I pay my bill. Fuck y'all. My wife told on y'all ass.
Rocco said, I'm thinking that I am a good role model for my son. Yeah, I think as we grow up, we become what we wasn't earlier. And we try and that's when it hits us that we need to change little directions that we need to teach our children so they won't go through them same bumps and bruises we went through. But
If they listen.
It still always happen. It always happen because they mental still gonna be different than your mental. It don't matter.
But some of your ways still instill and impact your children.
Yeah, but watch this. I had thought about it, and just like we talk about the teachers and all that, we got to understand when we get our children, we send them to school. Our children at school 8 hours a day, and that's just at the school. It's 30 minutes at the bus stop, 30 minutes on the way home. Then your child go to after care or the babysitter after, babysitter or something. You don't pick your child up to almost 6. And then you got a couple of hours before you make him wash his booty and this and that and make him go to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
So you get a good 2 hours with them, and the whole world get them like 10, 12 hours a day. And you think you making a big impact on them. No.
Yours started at an early age. That was all your impact.
That's why you have to be so involved in your child at a young age, because they say your child is who they are sometimes by the age of 7. So if you really put in work, you'll put them to a certain point, and then hopefully they evolve right with the world, and you can steady put your power and influence on them so they'll walk a right path. But
and even when they're involved in school, that's why it's important to be involved in their activities or whatever their learning skill or notions, directions, and during school time. Because the teachers in schools, they have most of the hours of the children. Chelsea said, I think I'm a good role model for my child. I'm still learning though. Structure is so important. It is. You have to create structure in anything that you do in life, especially
Right.
our children.
Mm.
Especially our children.
See,
So
I
hey,
got it. See, I had it when I was, in school. I had some good structure, really what I needed, and that helped me, not be dead or in prison for the rest of my life or something like that. Because when I was in first or second grade, that's when they outlawed whoopings in school. My mama wrote a note to the school saying y'all could whoop his ass, and then so the teacher whooped my ass, then the assistant teacher whooped my ass, then they sent me down the hall to the principal. The principal whooped my ass, and then they found out that my aunt, my great aunt, my grandma's sister worked at the school, so she whooped my ass. And then when I got home, I got another ass whooping for being in trouble.
you were
So
bad.
I was bad. I was
That was
real
just
bad.
High
look,
whoopings.
look. They stopped whooping as soon as I graduated. So I felt that this was pushed on me because as soon as I graduated, they stopped whoopings the next year. So
They
I got
probably created it
what
because
he's
of
talking
you.
about. When he's talking about, I got that all through school.
All
Two,
right.
three whoopings, 2, 3 whoopings a day, just automatic. You
For
get your
doing
three.
what? Like you were bad in school all
Yeah,
the
you
time?
get your 3 licks here,
Who,
you get
me?
your 3 licks there,
I'm
and then
asking Mr. Know-it-all.
yeah, but I'm
3 licks.
saying you
You ain't
get
give but 3 licks?
yeah, but at 3 licks
With a paddle.
with a big old wooden paddle this long, no man, I don't think
Three.
you understand.
1, 2, 3.
Hold on, let me break down this so you can see. The paddle was dead long, dead long.
Man,
And the
my
man,
my
and get what? They became different with it. They put holes in the paddle where the wind wouldn't stop it, and they would whistle when they hit you. Boom!
And
Feel like
snatch
a
your
bomb.
booty cheeks off.
Feel like a bomb hitting you, man. I'm telling you, and then they were strong teachers. That when men teachers was around. See, you grew up, and there was more lady teachers there. They were just paddling, and they was trying their best. See, let me tell you something. Before I went to the office, my principal was a man. I made sure I stopped by the bathroom, put tissue all in my drawers, all that, because we had them good old white drawers back in the day. You just put that in there. And one time he hit me so hard that the tissue flew up out my pants. Man, he caught
Whoa.
me. He caught my bluff. The tissue flew all out my pants because the man hit me and that thing said poof. And the tissue just flew all out the pants. I'm telling you, man, this is not nothing to play with.
That sign
that's,
of
tra-
bad.
that's trauma, bro. That's trauma. You remember that? That's trauma.
But look, it didn't hurt enough if he got another one. If
Hey,
it hurt enough, you will stop that. If something hurt you enough, you'll give up on that.
look, I ain't
Some
have
people,
no,
some
I ain't
people
have,
stupid, man.
I ain't
Some
have
people
no,
stupid.
I ain't
It
have
don't
no,
matter how much it hurt.
I didn't have no booty in 6th grade. By 12th, I had a booty. Just all them whooping.
So you had booty growth, but you didn't grow not to be bad anymore.
Right,
Isn't
them
that
was
something?
swollen booty. Then they want to outlaw it as soon as I graduate. Boy, that ain't right.
Sharon said yes because it take a village to raise a child, and that's true.
And I
So
heard
have
that.
you ever got disciplined by one of your neighbors?
Yep. They could do that back in the day.
That was a good time when neighbors could help you discipline your children. Now
Yeah.
they getting shot.
Miss
But
Alberta beat my ass plenty of times.
yeah, I think the only person that probably whooped me was Gramps. Other than that, I ain't nobody else. They can't catch me. I was a running giant. I ain't played it with nobody else though. I was a running giant. I run to the creek. Tell them, Pat. They used to call me Creek
Yeah.
Mouse. I run to the creek and hide in the creek the whole rest of the day. Sorry, Charlie. Yeah, I go back there and go fishing. I had a fishing rod already in the creek and everything. I knew how to hide. Chelsea said, "Damn, Pat. I hope them cheeks okay."
Yanni said, "I think too many." She think too many whoopings causes
Anger issues.
Man, please.
They do.
Well, everybody who whooped me, they still alive pretty much. I didn't kill them, so it don't cause no anger.
You
Right.
have anger issues.
Huh?
You have anger issues right now.
I ain't killed nobody.
You close to it.
And the good thing about a whooping, it lets you suppress your thing to keep you from going to jail.
Right. It teach you how to be mad and not act on your actions because you know you can't whoop mama ass.
Guess who the first person you wanted to whoop? Your mama and daddy for whooping you.
So y'all saw me earlier, right? Y'all saw me earlier.
Now I want to hear one person say they ain't never wanted to whoop their mama or daddy for putting them hands on them.
You got to understand. Y'all saw me earlier smoking my cigar, right?
Right.
My cigar is my homicide prevention tool. I smoke one daily to keep motherfuckers alive. That's what whooping teach you. The goddamn control yourself. So shit. I had my cigar. I woosah from the day.
Like you said that whoopers get you to keep a vice. So you
right.
Look. Either smoke, drink something to keep me from hurting somebody. Like they
right. But it make you smart. See, it keep me.
You know the worst thing.
Yes, it do. Because if I can not do it, and then I could be in jail.
You know the worst thing, man. It ain't working no more because these folks smoking. Look, they smoking more weed and they still killing. You remember back in the day, you say they need to make weed legal. People will stop killing so much. They killing more now. With a blunt. Then they smoking on you after they kill you.
They didn't get no whooping. They gotta get. They go together.
Right.
Yeah.
They ain't get no whooping, and they killing folks at 13. That's
right.
That part.
See, they got the weed, but they ain't got the whooping to go with it. See what I'm saying?
Right.
It's a pair.
They got the weed without the whooping.
Right. It's a mixture. It's a mixture. You got to put it all up in there, and it's like gumbo. All of it got to be in there.
Now hold on. Let me read this one. I can read. I also feels like it makes you suppress how you feel and makes you think your voice doesn't count. See, that's wrong. That's what's wrong with America. Everybody want their voice to count. Your goddamn voice don't count all the time, man.
Hey, get what? Hey, do your voice ever count when the police pull you over?
Never.
Thank you. So
what they tell you?
In one voice count, and there's heels from the door. Like they trying to make it better than that. But when we came up, we didn't have these body cameras. We didn't have these phones where you could take at it, film the police while they slapping everybody around and all that. No. Y'all so spoiled.
Huh?
Chelsea is right.
Hold on, babe. I'm a guess. You got to be quiet and type over there. You got to type. Okay. Shit. Be professional. Let me be professional now. Shit.
While you in the bed, don't even have a good background like that.
Thank you.
That's because it's a real show. This ain't no fake ass show.
It's hood, huh?
Real people, real backgrounds.
You crazy. She said they gave me some bad shots, Mr. Knowitall. That's the ones with the holes in the chest.
Right.
They probably created that for him. Sharon said, yes, Mr. Cannon used to bring smoke. He didn't play. I got whooping because he told me I was pulling his leg. I was like, I'm over here and you over there. Laugh aloud. That was crazy. Joe said, man, one more time. I was ready to square up with my mama. She had me effed up.
I'm telling you. People,
and I bet you went in the room.
You thought you would have.
Oh, guess what? And I remember this. See, I got to tell this story. I gotta pull us back a little bit.
Uh-oh.
Hold on, how they do it? Hold on. Hey, I remember when I was 13 years old, and I remember my mama had whooped me the day before, and she had told me she was gonna whoop me, and I was so mad. I told myself, I said, I ain't gonna holler one time when she whoop me. I'm tired of these whoopings. I don't care what she do. Man, my mama came in there and she started whooping on me. I was just sitting there, just taking it. Wow, wow, wow. And I was shedding a tear, but I wasn't crying or nothing. I was just taking it. Down, down. And she said, okay. Well, I know what to do. Since the whoopings don't do nothing, you can't go outside tomorrow. I cried like a baby. Put me up. I didn't even realize how much I like outside to that day.
Right. She knew where it was going to hit you at.
Man.
Hey. Now they take away the tablet.
I know, right? And cell phone.
Right. And they be ready to, and look, these kids be looking at their mama like they ready to do something to them to take away their cabinet. One time I was at the lady house, I was doing some work over there, and the kid was just not cleaning, this and that. She was telling him to clean up. Kid in there on the tab. Man, she told him, put the tab down. He kept on. She can't get the tab. Man, I went in there. I just couldn't take it. I took the tablet away from him, and I went and took it and put it on. What's my name? Put it on there. I said, your mama said you don't need what's that. He was like, And then I had him cleaning up. And then next thing I know, the next day, when I came over there to work again, he was like, hey, you see, I cleaned up the room real good, see? And I said to myself right then, see, that's men that come around and do something and change the mindset of a son, because he was proud to have his stuff cleaned up the next day.
So he can,
you know what I'm saying? Because they need direction. When you don't give a child direction, he go either the way the wind blows. And that's how you can end up with a child being too bad or whatever, when you don't put enough time in this child. It's just like, it's the same thing. Like, say you training a dog, or you know what I'm saying? No, I'm saying you training a dog to be a house dog or whatever. Mm-hmm. You got to put enough time in it so the dog won't pee in the house. You feel what I'm saying? He'll know where to go to the mat. And when you open the door, he don't run off in the street and get hit by no car. You got to put enough time in to mold this dog to do halfway right. You feel what I'm saying? And that's the same thing with a kid. If you don't mold a kid right, when he go out there in them real streets, he ain't gonna last long. That's why I be trying to tell folks, you got to put the right things into your child, because if you don't, see, it's all right to put the good things in there, but you better start off with the bad things and let them know how bad it really is out here, and how one bad mistake can cost you your life.
Just like my mama told me, that if I made the mistake of calling DHS on her, that I was gonna go to foster care and they was gonna rape my booty. That's the same thing.
Right.
You better listen to what your mama said.
Right. Right. You know what I'm saying?
If you do this, your asshole is gone.
Look at Chelsea. Put the wife on. I like her because she said I was right. Go ahead, read that.
Chelsea, I did. I swear I did the same shit. She started hitting me like a woman on the streets. Well, you better not try that again. Sharon said amen to that. Chelsea said, hell, dogs are hectic just like kids. At least a baby can't run into the woods at 40 miles per hour.
Shit, they can. I did. You remember when I did that? I did shit. I went in the woods. I had a whole
but at least you were older, because if
you were older, you weren't a baby, I'm sure.
No, I was 5 years old.
About 5 years old, he could run, he could scat. Oh, he could
You
run
said
track.
babies.
Did
You're
you
not
run?
a
You
baby
ran
at
track.
5.
You ran
Yeah, I
track.
mean, track.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he could scat. Oh, believe me. That boy, the boy
Oh,
ran.
he cannot run you. You said you used to run. You
I
said
can't-
nobody can catch you, so I'm saying
Listen,
did he run
see,
too?
one thing about him, I couldn't catch him because he didn't run straight. Just like he was talking about 5 and weave.
Exactly.
You be looking at him here, he'll come, and then as soon as you think he gone, he'll come back and just be all in your face. And take off. Wow. This boy got so much energy. But you catch him, all I do is wait till he get in the house. I catch him later on.
Yeah.
Oh, you did a mama them on him.
But if he was look out in the open, nah, you wasn't gonna catch him. Nah. Tell him that bruh and me could catch you out there in the open. He was a running joke. He was, man, when he say bob and weave, oh, he knew how to bob and weave.
Yeah, you better dodge shit.
Kim said, I'm dead. He said, do his booty. I've actually heard a parent tell her son that.
I'm telling you,
But
man.
you know what? I'm gonna tell you another thing that I learned. My mama, I was so bad. My mama put me on that field trip to the penitentiary. So I went to the penitentiary at a young age and saw real penitentiary. See, this fake penitentiary here. Nah. Real penitentiary back then when the waiter looked like it was bigger than Hulk Hogan. I mean, like the waiter had arms like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm telling you, when I say the waiter was big, the waiter was like this here with a little old bitty tray. It looked like it just fit in his hand. He fit. I mean, and he was in there for manslaughter. I remember it like it was yesterday. They took us on the bus. They had a couple of convicts get on there and tell you how they is on the bus. They were like, the dude was up there saying, yeah. He said, sometimes I just want to kill the dude just next to me just because he did. I ain't got nothing else to do. Just think about somebody telling you stuff like that. You know what? Shoot, I'm talking about it was real penitentiary stuff. When you got on the bus, they really you know, when they did that scare straight thing, they would allow them dudes to get all up on you and all that stuff. So it's different than what they do to them today. You know what I'm saying? Scared straight back then was scared straight, and then it was real gang banging. It was real gang banging, and big ones that been there forever.
Corona.
You all right? Gotta wait to make sure he all right. You okay?
Yeah. My wife been throwing voodoo over me over here. I'm getting sick.
That's that trauma.
Didn't I tell you stay
Oh,
out
my
of my
bad, my
life
bad,
feed?
my bad.
You get your own friend. Your friends ain't got no show, okay?
You right.
Hey, what the next one say? Teach your kid.
Teach your child how to function independently. And that's a lot of things people don't do. When you are always making it self-made, like you're doing it for them. They don't understand. Like when I go out here,
You hear that?
and I gotta handle this and all of that. I'm used to my mother's support because normally that's where it come from. Men, when they cut y'all, they like, you gone 17 back.
You hear that? I
Mothers,
just
we the ones
talked
we're
about
still
this.
nurturing today, 100 years old.
Yeah, see, I just tell my wife, I tell this all the time. Let him do it on his own. She be, oh, I can help you, baby. I can do it. I can help you. Nah, do it yourself. You know, figure it out. If you got to crack your head open, we'll take you to the hospital. Figure
Oh
it out.
Lord. See, you
It's
silly.
called growing pains.
I see. A growing death. If you talking about crack your head open, She's trying to keep him from walking off top of this building. You said nope, let him learn and do it himself.
Right. You gotta break some bones.
Look,
Look at
you
it.
got hold on, you got women going up against you now,
You see
Pat.
that right there?
Now you going through some
You
things
gotta
that I'm
break
going.
some bones, man. You gotta break some bones.
Hey,
Okay?
look, I got one of them too.
And you didn't even get it.
I got one of them too.
So both of y'all
Y'all don't know nothing about that. Y'all don't know nothing about that. Y'all don't know nothing about that. You gotta break some, baby.
I'm gonna see if my finger looks like that. Okay.
Gotta
I'm
break
on
some
the
bones,
right
man.
You hear them? Now let your wife talk. Oh, they trying to be some other folks out there. Why she can't?
Nina said, why she pregnant?
They on you,
You got 3 against you now.
He controlling.
Yeah. That's what you like.
It's just called head of the household. That's all.
That's all. Even the government recognized.
Whatever.
And they don't fuck with no man.
You ain't lying. They write it down on that sheet of paper. Are you the head of the household?
Yeah. Obviously not. They
It's
still got that shit up there.
Antiquated.
Shit. Well, goddamn it, if I die, then you put Hendrix down here in the household then, since that's crazy. He the man of the house now. He is the goddamn man.
Did you say the baby, not the wife? Wow.
I mean, listen. Hold on. But
that's who be running the house though, the baby, not the wife.
He
just got you saying that little boy wouldn't do what he never told.
I be seeing women right now. They be having little 7-year-olds, little 10-year-olds. They be like, he the man of the house. So hey, don't sugarcoat it now. Cause it wasn't meant to be like that.
To be the head of the household then.
It was meant to be like that. It wasn't meant.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna let y'all have that.
Right.
Look at that. Look at
Justin said moms struggle with that because we're supported. We're supposed to comfort them. Yeah, it's called nurturing. That's what we do. We do the nurturing of the family. Men don't. Boy, get up. Dust yourself off. Your head bust open. Tell your mom to give you a Band-Aid.
You got to read the next one for Pat read it.
Oh, Lord. Kim said he's light-skinned. She's the head of the household.
You see that? You see how she's trying to play you?
I mean, I can spell. You know what I'm saying? Because that don't say whole. That don't say household. They say WHOLE.
But I know what she meant.
That's not right. No, you
know what she meant.
You don't know what the hell she meant.
I knew what she meant. Kim, then you meant household all together.
Oh, look at you. Look at you. No. She didn't say it. Hey, look. Uh-oh. Are you raising your child to be a thug or a good man?
Well, the thing about that is, sometimes you go through your thug phase and then you come back and then you be a good man,
Oh, Lord.
After you go through bullshit and you put the pistol on a few motherfuckers and shit like that, then you come back to being a good man when you realize all that shit get you places where you don't want to be.
Okay.
Sometimes
have to learn.
And then
sometimes as adults you have to go through hard lessons.
Yeah, you gotta learn too.
But at the same time, you gotta look at it like this here. If you didn't put that pistol on somebody, you might have been in the grave somewhere. So sometimes it's
yeah.
Look, it'll send a message.
You're right.
Mess with him.
What's up, baby?
Shut up.
Look at that. He said, "Oh, I forgot. My man is light skinned." Look, she almost forgot that while she talking crazy.
Yeah, pray for Hendrix. He gonna be like his daddy.
Oh yeah.
He
But his
gonna be
mom
worse than
already
his dad.
told him that he's gonna reap what he sown.
Right.
And so
And
when you
everything she
what
say
you
comes true.
sow, it's gonna be everything that you put her through. You're gonna have to see it. It may not be the exact way, but it's gonna happen.
That's why I'm lifting my waist now. I'm gonna knock his ass out.
So parents have to hold their children accountable for their behavior and actions. So we know
Right.
that's true.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So too many parents make sure their kids are always happy. You think that's
Yep.
true?
Yep. They care too much. Some of my people, some of my closest people
Hey,
care
look,
about care about their mental state
hey,
and
look,
all that old shit,
look,
man. My
look how
mama
he
now,
said it.
get over it. That's what my mama used
Look
to say.
how he
Get over
said it. Look how he said it. They care too much. It's just how you said it. I understand what you're saying, but it's how you said it. They care too much.
it. Like
There
for
ain't
real, man.
We know
going
for
good.
real we're the nurturers of the family.
See,
Man, fuck that nurturing
they
shit,
know,
man.
they know
Snap
men.
out of that shit.
They know
That's what my
men.
mama used to say.
Hey, look,
Get over it.
they know men will put them out at 12.
Right.
Lord, don't do
Bye
it.
bye, motherfucker.
I make it. Hey, like Bill Cosby said back in the day, I make another one look just like you.
Oh wow.
my niece, my niece came down here one time and wouldn't speak. We was over my friend house. Me and my wife was over my friend house, and she wouldn't speak to my friend. You know, the lady of the house. And it was like 100 degrees outside. I put her out the door and said, "You stand out there in the heat till you get your damn mind right or your brain fried, whichever one come first."
Yeah,
Bye.
Why?
Cause you can't. You got to learn. You got to speak to the person. You got to be respectful.
No,
And
I
then,
understand that. I'm saying, but why wouldn't she speak? Was it a reason?
cause
be
she
rude.
wanted to be an asshole, but I'm
Oh,
the biggest asshole. So I put your ass out in the heat. Bye. And call DHS. I don't give a fuck. They gonna rape your booty hole.
because my mama said.
'Cause my mama said you gonna go
Hey,
to foster care and they gonna
hold
rape
on,
your booty hole.
hold on. You got to stop saying the R word. That'll get you demoted
Oh
in
shit!
the word. Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
want to go to Facebook.
Just say
They-
great, great.
Great. Yeah.
Yeah.
they gonna bring in your booty hole.
Read that.
Kim said, I'm guilty of sheltering mine. Maybe she means sheltering.
Yeah.
But they can definitely fight. My oldest is a brown belt, and that's my bodyguard.
A brown belt. He a brown belt.
You're a hater.
Nah, I ain't no hater now. Now karate don't help you out in the streets. You know that, right?
One more time. All us took karate. Yeah, look.
Taekwondo work.
Let me tell you something. That karate didn't help you when
I
my
took
grandma was throwing bricks at your ass.
I took shoulder gun or
It,
something
it
like that.
teaches you obedience.
Okay.
He don't pull his gun first. Maybe that's what they mean.
Kane took taekwondo. I took shoulder gun or shoulder something. I forgot what it would have been. So
And both of them will shoot your ass. They don't fight. They go paya. They'll beat your ass, but they gonna shoot your ass.
karate chop and then play out. The karate chop just to get you up off me.
Yeah.
Give him a karate toss.
Matter of fact, every dude I know that's like this is a dude that go to the cigar lounge with me. That come to the cigar lounge. He like he can know all kind of karate. He own a security company. And shit. He keep that he got that pistol right there. That pistol is his best friend. He ain't looking to karate chop
We
your ass.
know people. Look, listen. We know people ain't fighting these days. So hey, this little Chicago, just like they ain't fighting in Chicago, they ain't fighting here no more. That's why I tell people keep your hands to yourself. See, these folks still think you can catch people and try to jump on them. The gun is the all eveners. I remember one time I was in I was over there in Washington, right? And I was walking, and somebody set me up. They were like, "Hey, what's the name? Want you down the street?" So I say streetwalker told me this, and so I'm going down the street and this and that. Then all of a sudden, dudes jump out, surrounding me. I said, "Oh." I said, this how y'all doing it. I bagged up and I played like I was reaching in my pants. All of them moved. I took off running.
You ain't think about that karate, did you? You ain't say, I'm gonna chop these motherfuckers.
I played like I had that thing on me, like a pistol on me. And when they moved out the way, I seen the path. I was pew. But they're just telling you how the streets is. You got to use your senses all the time.
Right.
It don't matter what you think. You got to use your senses.
Chelsea, how y'all want us to stop nurturing but want us to do it to y'all? Let them catch a cold. They be so sick.
Hey, but guess what? We the ones we got to go out there and get that. we got to take care of the household. So you got to take care of the head of the household, ain't that right?
But these days we all take care of the house, and you just the head.
Huh?
I said these days we all take care of the house, but the men are just the head.
No, listen. What you gonna do with the house with the roof ain't on?
The roof is there. You
already put if the roof is off your house, what you gonna do with that?
Move? What you mean?
Thank you. So the house gonna crumble without the roof. So that's the head. Huh?
Okay, well, I'm just saying if we all contribute. Let's know this part.
Oh, my wife said put another roof on it, so y'all know, y'all hear that shit. I'm replaceable around this motherfucker. Just any old roof will do, I guess. Yeah, motherfucker.
You get the job done.
Any old roof will do, huh?
But guess what?
Any old roof.
You know what? Hold on. You know what kind of shingles and architect good shingles you got on it now? Somebody else put that roof on there, they're gonna use some BS wood, some old and cheap wood.
How you gonna say that? You don't even know.
Oh,
but
have you seen how they make roofs?
You hold that house down?
Yeah, I've seen somebody do a roof and I heard no nail guns or nothing.
Particle board.
Quiet, but the roof was done.
Particle board now. The board's so light going up there now. Back in the day, you took two people to throw a piece of wood up on the board. Now they be flying the boards up there.
Yep.
I didn't hear no nail gun, no hammer. I'm like, wow. This
Leon, what was that last comment?
Look at old Leon in his house. Action Jackson in the house.
Oh, 1 second, he missed it. Tracy said, she was asking, like, you want us to stop nurturing, but what you want us to do for y'all? We asked that question. She said, wait, don't say booty hole anymore. Log off now. Kim said, my son's name is Bruce Leroy. He can catch bullets with his teeth.
And that's why he needed daddy to bring him back to reality.
Right. Because he gonna end up in the wrong place if he try that one time. This is not a movie.
he gonna be looking around. God damn it, how to get in heaven?
You know why? You know why this have never been done? Because they have a recording somewhere with somebody trying to do it.
I hope not.
If somebody ever knew how to catch a bullet in their teeth, they'll have it recorded. And that's what they just call them movies. If you ain't on the Matrix or nothing,
that's what men talk about all the time, television stuff.
We don't. Listen, you ain't heard. Hold on. You heard her say her son can catch a bullet. You ain't never heard me.
Hold on. There you go, right there. That's what men talk about. We just be joking.
Right. We talk about war wounds. We talk about war wounds.
That
We know
calls
better.
you broke your finger and you didn't go to the doctor. That's what that's called.
That's called being a man. That's what that's called. I ain't
Oh
need no
Lord,
damn
so
doctor.
when you break a bone, just suck it up. So just
That's
say if
right.
say if
Pour
your
some
son broke a
motherfucking,
bone, you
pour some
want to take him to the
alcohol
doctor?
on it, and goddamn you all right.
And some
Trauma.
peroxide. And some peroxide.
Yeah.
And if it's bad, put a little iodine on it. And we
Oh
out
Lord.
here.
Yeah.
We out.
How when it's not split, your bone is broke? What did that do for you?
How
You
you know it's broke? Wait a
you
minute. First of
always put some iodine.
all, it never stopped working, so it wasn't broke. It never stopped working.
Trauma.
It wasn't broke.
It was broke. We
You see
can
that?
look at it and tell you got a whole you in your pinky finger right now.
He ain't lying. We got some. Look at that. Look at that jerk.
You
I didn't even
fucked
know
up.
you
That's
had
what
that
that
like this.
Hey, I done been through it, player.
And it worked. Shit.
I got war wounds all over the place. I've been shot twice. I got war wounds everywhere.
Mm-mm. Well, have your way.
Whole thing.
Yanni said Chelsea Coleman right. We got some cheerleaders on this thing.
Uh-oh. Oh, Chris.
Chris said in my show enough voice, nigga, please.
Right. Yeah, I'm telling you. Catching bullets with their teeth. I don't care. I'll tell you, classic. Look, I ain't no man. I don't care how much karate I practice. I don't even want to try that one.
You gonna lose all your
only
teeth.
way I'm gonna catch a bullet in my teeth if you toss it with your hand.
I wouldn't even catch it.
That's the only way you're gonna do that one.
Okay, that part. We can't do for our children what they are capable of doing themselves. Oh Lord, I'm about to make Mr. Cannon right.
Hey, that's the truth, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm usually that way. I'm usually right. So go ahead and say what you're gonna say.
Well, sometimes it's just the truth. You know, some things that we know our kids are capable of doing, we can't do it for them. We have to allow them to do it for themselves. You know, although we want to, like the mother in us, you know, we want to help them out, but if they can do it, allow them to do it. It's called growth for our children.
No, it's called raising up a child in the way that they should go. That's
But
in
he
the Bible.
won.
He won. That's right. But he can step up a step by his damn self. He climbed up to the tallest damn slide the other day at the damn park. Shit. Well, he climbed up that motherfucker. He climbed up.
Watch this, Pat. You remember this? Martin Lawrence said, "Don't come out here starting us." He said, "You gotta start early while they still in the womb. Don't you come out here starting no mess."
Right.
I'm just saying.
I'm trying to keep the boy alive.
He gonna be alive.
Without broke fingers that he don't go to the doctor and get repaired.
Right.
It still work.
Yeah, sometimes you have to watch him struggle because, like, just in case it ain't hurting them, sometimes you got to sit back and let them figure it out. Just like they, when we grew up, man, we ain't have all these games that they got now. We played, we had to put a puzzle together and stuff like that. See, I grew up in the jacks. They were playing jacks and stuff
in the dirt.
Yeah, and they had the little
and marbles
in the dirt.
You
damn
remember
marble didn't even roll. What the fuck
they used to jump? They used to throw the thing, hop on the each with the
block.
1 foot, the 1 foot,
hopscotch,
yeah. All that stuff, man. You ain't had no real games like they play now. Well, our game was the biggest thing was on that. What's that merry-go-round? You remember that, Pat?
Yeah, I flew on that motherfucker several times.
What's the game on the merry-go-round?
It's called Hold On So You Don't Die.
Right.
That's what it's called. Because you a 5-year-old and you got teenagers running goddamn 4.240s, running that motherfucker in circles, and you got to hold on or you fall off and die.
Wow.
Or you fall off, you either hold on.
We used to spin that thing. We used to spin that thing, be spinning that thing so fast. Oh, you gonna fall off. It's just when you gonna fall off. Because then you gonna start getting dizzy. You gonna start trying to close your eyes. It ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. Because you have to open your eyes because you're gonna get the slide. you don't want, and then you can't just go a little bit off. When you go off, when you go off, you got to jump off with it, because if you just come off and have half off, half on, you're gonna get
hit with the pole.
Right. Get a nice little hit.
When you come off, you gotta let go.
Oh no!
Get your ass beat up by that damn American.
I was trying to kill somebody. That's part of the trauma. You understand? I'm trying to keep my baby alive. You better, because
you better not let him go through the park with me, because I.
That's old school, that boy. Now look, they actually got rid of our merry-go-round because of us. We were so bad. They actually pulled the merry-go-round up
because of y'all, probably.
We were sending them to the hospital. Especially if we didn't know them that good. Especially everybody who was off Kirkton. Oh, wow. You off the wrong street, boy. Shoot.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
Yep. It'd be like this sometimes.
Just said those 1-year-olds be climbing like bears, though. Gotta watch them and baby proof the house. Yeah.
Right. And then you got to baby proof your plugs and all that stuff, because they bad.
Mm-hmm.
They see
I let my coworker watch my son for one day or whatever, some older coworkers of mine. And I got back, pick him up and shit. And my damn partner's like, that's spark plug right there. I said, why you call him spark plug? Because here, he took the damn end of the damn cord of the vacuum cleaner and licked it and tried to stick it in the damn socket. I said, what?
Oh my goodness. He would have had straight hair.
He out the chain.
He would have had some Michael Jackson hair.
I was molding him. He wasn't your husband then.
Now he made him crazy just for you.
I molded him. Now he is hard. He is built like a rock for you. He is your rock.
He is crazy just for you. He molded him to be crazy just for you. Just know that part. Chris said, my toddler son fell out of the car one day, laying in the grass. He extends his arms to me for assistance. I responded, get your ass up, bless
Right. Right. Dead boy.
Right.
I'm with you. Trauma. Oh Lord, they taking these kids through, poor babies.
Right. What the?
Doing your best.
Well, we gonna see when goddamn Russia get over here who y'all gonna be looking for the niggas with all the trauma or the South, you know, niggas who mama cared about their damn feelings and shit.
The ones who can put out fire when he set this joint on fire.
Hey. Oh yeah. Hey, guess what? We gonna mess around. We gonna see how many feminists gonna want to say, "Oh, I can fight just as good as a man. Pass me one of them guns too." I want to see that. All these women, they got their little pistols, and isn't it? Because when the last time you seen a woman pull out an AR-15 or something like that? See, women don't realize just because y'all done got little guns, they think men ain't got no guns no more. We just graduated. It's the same thing with the Army. They give you little stuff because they keep the big stuff. How many dudes is it illegal for you to walk around here with a grenade launch? Right. I rest my case.
So does AR-15s have kickbacks?
Not really. If you know what you're doing, it really ain't got no whole lot of kickback if you hold it correctly.
Now, one thing got a kickback, that gauge. That gauge got a kickback.
I already know it knock your shoulder out of place.
But I don't even use no gun though. I'm really sneaky. I like to sneak up on them. I got a crossbow. I silent killer. Shoo,
Uh-oh.
your ass is
Sound
gone.
like sound like you gonna need your knife. I've been watching The Walking Dead. That crossbow only lasts so long.
I got that too. I got the knife too. That bitch sharp, and it's
You
sharpened
gotta
on
pull
both
out
sides.
you gotta pull out that knife, player.
Yeah. See,
Oh
you
Lord.
shoot that. You shoot that damn gun. Everybody can hear where it came from. I can hit you with that crossbow, and nobody know where that came from.
Read that next to the last.
Doing your best, if that's all you can do. So when you're doing your best for your child, raising them, is that all you can do? So when you've done your best, do you need to stick there or do you need to reach out? Because as someone said earlier, it take a village.
I feel it just like this here. You have to do your best for a certain amount of time, but you can always be a listening ear after that. But because once they grow up and become their own, they're gonna start moving how they want to move, just like you did it as you came up. Once you get to a certain age, you move what you see. Back in the day,
Man,
see, you were grown at 14. Back in
Right.
the day. Back in the day,
Right.
you were grown at 14. See, now, because people used to get married at 13, 14 back in the day. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? And now, they almost 28 before they get grown.
yeah, that's true.
I'm just saying.
Chris said, y'all seen that lady soldier that went from twerking on Army's dime
Oh,
to crying about having to fight for that check?
I put that on my page too. The
Oh, I
lady,
didn't see it.
look,
What happened?
she got mad because she said didn't nobody go to army for that. I went for school. Like she went to the army to get free school and all that. And she said she might get deployed any minute now. And she was crying on there, talking about didn't nobody get in the army for all that. I
Oh,
said,
I didn't see it.
hey, look, I was saying
That's a
to
damn
myself,
shame.
look, and I felt this. Look, I might have felt the same way because I got in there initially. I was trying to get the little schooling and all that, but
So
I
could
got
you be
stripped.
called
I got,
back?
I got, I got, I got sent straight to the war. As soon as I got in the army, I did Army AIT. I was over there in the war. Bam! I was like, how did I do this? How did I pick the year that they went to war? How did they do
So
that?
I'm saying, so can you be called back yourself?
No, I'm out of the army.
Okay, so I'm
Once
just
you
saying
out,
they can't pull you back into
No,
it.
you out. Once you
uh-uh.
out, because they don't have a
You're
draft.
not reserved or nothing.
No,
Yeah,
no, your first 2 years out, man, they can call you back. Like it's a clause in your contract. Like once you get out the army, like I signed up for 8, so I had to do 6 and 2 inactive. So 2 years they can sign you up if war situation going on, they can keep you in. They can keep you on lockdown for another 2 years.
you were
Mm.
gone for 6 years.
Huh? Now I wasn't gone the whole 6 years, but I was in the army 6 years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was just overseas just for a
Baby,
year and something.
I hear the Coke in the refrigerator. Can you go get it for me? It's on the back. It's at the back of the refrigerator.
When you
Did you
got
say you
family.
hid it?
Yeah, I
Why
hear it.
do you have to hide it?
Cause
From
I
her,
don't want my son to drink it. Cause he like to fuck with my shit, and I don't like I don't want my wife fucking with it. Cause she'll open it and take a sip out of it and put it back in the refrigerator, and I'll be mad at hell. So I
yeah,
try to save myself some
because
stress.
all your acid to be gone then.
Yeah, yeah. I'll be mad at the motherfucker.
If it retained acid, he probably wouldn't mind her doing that, but the acid be gone, it be flat.
Yeah.
And one thing we know, old people didn't play no flat coke with no acid in it. Boy, they're
Man, my mother-in-law is the worst. Let me tell you about her. She looks at the date on her damn Coca-Cola, and if it's more than like it ain't got to be expired, but if it's like a month old or something like that,
yeah.
she be like, that ain't right, and she can taste the difference too. If you try to bring her some shit,
Yeah.
She could taste the difference. She don't
And
play
guess
about
what?
her Coca-Cola.
Beer, let me tell you something. Beer was the same way at them Jew man stores back in the day. They used to
Yeah.
have old beer. Yeah. Outdated beer. And you wouldn't even know that they had outdated stuff. But when you taste it, you know something just wasn't right. They used to have outdated beer.
Mm.
They say that's their money floating around in the water. You gonna drink that shit?
We missed
I
you. Go
forgot.
back for
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
Chelsea said 18 is not even grown in my eyes. Still need time to learn.
It's grown in the army ass.
And in the eyes of the law, fuck up and
Right.
see where you
Fuck
end
up
up.
after 18 and see what time you get before
Mommy,
look
mommy and daddy
before
won't be going to
18.
jail for your
Look,
ass.
before 18, it's a slap on the wrist. After 18, it's jail.
Yeah.
You got 18 years to get it right.
Chelsea said, laughing her butt off. The fizz gonna go out.
What? What'd you say?
But they shouldn't be
Somebody
kicked
else.
out at 18.
Hold on, y'all. My wife said that the kids should not be kicked out at 18.
A lie.
It depends on what they doing and how they acting. If Hendrix acting the fool and shit,
Just
then
like
he
you
get the
said,
fuck up out of here.
watch this, watch this, watch this. They can stay. You just gonna be paying rent and stuff.
No,
They gonna want to
it
leave.
depends.
That is a curse from
Look.
from the black family.
What?
That is a horrible thing from the black family.
Right.
We should not kick our sons or our daughters out at 18.
It depends on what they doing.
No.
It depends on where they at in life. If
Right.
they are just
What if they're in college?
18, where the hell they gonna be in life?
so they need to be doing 18. You sure enough need to be doing right. Because if you ain't, then this called a hard lesson. You got to have a hard lesson sometimes in life.
Right. Okay. And we gonna even do it like this here because I'm gonna go back to my stuff. Even the lines when his sons get old enough and they start sniffing around places, he said, "Player, y'all got to go. Y'all got to go, player.
Yep.
Y'all got to go. Y'all done start swinging your little thing around here." And that's the same thing with at your house. When your child start thinking they can bring people in your house and all kind of stuff, it's time for them to get their own.
Right.
Girl, you crazy. Like a boss.
They ain't gonna never grow up.
When you go get my
Lenny said she kicked hers out at 18. She said, "You grown, get your own."
Right.
Well, yeah, if they said what they saying there, but
Yeah, but guess what? When a child get over 18, he gonna want to come in later. He gonna be coming in your house after he get through party at 2-3 in the morning. He gonna have loud music. I mean all kind of stuff. He gonna be not
trying to smoke weed and shit, drink and shit.
Right. To have all kind of strangers outside of your house in the car, sitting out in your driveway, doing illegal stuff in your driveway. Okay, my baby.
Yep.
what? Not my baby.
Oh, just wait on it. My mom already cursed us.
Watch this. Yo, baby, too.
My mama already cursed us, baby.
Look,
He gonna be bad in the
we can't look around and look at all us and say all us been through this, and we're gonna say, "Nah, not our children."
Not my child.
And all this influence stuff they got more influence now to do wrong than ever before.
Chelsea said they shouldn't unless they disrespect you. But you hound what want to see your child up for greatness.
She said you will want your child. You want to set your child up.
Okay.
Set your child up for greatness.
Caucasian people don't do it. They make sure their child is set up to make it before they let them out on their own.
And who killing who is the mass murderers?
Right.
It's the motherfucking white people.
And get what?
It ain't us. We don't do that shit. They different from us. They do their thing. We do our thing.
And guess what? Guess what, Pat? And if in some white people would live longer if they thought like us, because they be sitting up there, don't matter how bad the child is, they steady trying to what's name. Next thing they know, they done watch Snap or one of them old things. They done figure out a way to kill their parents and all that with trying to get the insurance money and everything. I see it on what's that E channel or one of them channels, the
And Chelsea, and
channel.
let me talk to Chelsea. Chelsea, quit telling us about what white folks do. They ain't the end all be all. They don't know how to raise. You can't look at white folks to how to raise your children.
Right. Because everybody is different.
Right. And they raise some bad ones just like we raise some bad
She
ones.
not saying that. She's saying that.
Hold on, man.
Oh, okay.
You give me $20, you can get on here.
It ain't even your show.
Right, exactly. You being extremely rude right now.
I'm sorry.
You embarrassing your husband. He's gonna look back at this and say, and when he get old, he gonna be like, "Damn, look how mama be talking to daddy all rough and shit." Shit. Then he gonna think he could do it. He gonna get bapped in the mouth.
Okay, yes, I'm out.
Hey, look at this at 18, they doing all of that. That's what I'm talking about. At 18, yeah, they doing all of that. All that disrespectful stuff, they gonna start doing it. Because guess what? So tell me, when is a good age to put your child out? Since not at 18, tell me when is a good time to put your
Once
child.
graduating college, I would say.
Well, I already mentioned it. I said if you ain't in school,
This is what I'm gonna tell you when you're supposed to put
If you're
your
not in
child out.
school, then yeah, I
Right.
think so.
The time you're supposed to put your child out is either when it's one or two things. Either when you feel like they can handle it and they got it, or
Or they
you
buck
feel,
up.
or you feel like they bullshitting and they ain't trying to get it. Then you got to give them a hard lesson. One or two.
You got to add one more. Or they buck. Or
A
they
lot of
buck
people
it.
can handle it at 18.
No,
Hey, look. Look.
Your daddy was out at 18.
my daddy was out at 15.
Right, exactly. So if
Oh,
he can
now-
do it, all the rest of them can do it.
Thank you.
What?
And
That
he
was-
was a
that was in the
and watch this,
1900s.
watch this. And I'm gonna get her with her own thing. And he was a great man.
He was a great man. And guess what? If we
And he
put
was out at
Hendrix out,
15.
if Hendrix be out at 15, then guess what? He gonna send some woman some flowers and everything, just like your dad. He gonna be a motherfucker.
We gonna learn real early how to
He gonna
treat
be a bad motherfucker, just like your daddy.
You know what?
I think he got you, then, Yana.
I think you did too. It's all right.
Yeah.
Kim said his wife is right. We're the only race that kick our kids out at 18. Where does it say in that book we gotta put them out at 18?
Okay. Well,
But black parents are not kicking their kids out at 18
right.
if they in college or if they, doing something with their life. They kicking these motherfuckers out at 18 is fucking up and doing like I said, smoking
Just
weed in the
sitting
driveway
yeah,
and bullshit.
sitting out in the driveway, wasting more money than they could if they had their own house, because they don't even want to get a job because they can't pass the drug test.
Right.
And all this old kind of stuff. Now, sometimes if you don't get them out there early working, because even if you think about your brother, Pat, he was working at 14.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? I didn't even have no job. I ain't get no job till I was from when I went to the Army. That was my first job.
Right.
But it was this. When we came up, you either gonna get a job, get out, or go to the Army and get out. It's two choices. You make one of them, and they're just simple as that. Ain't no
Right.
why is you still in the house? What are you gaining being in the house? You ain't learning life. You learning how to stay up under me. You ain't learning how to make it on your own. Go out there, start feeling, start and come back for 2 weeks, and I'll put you back out, let you get your money up, put you back out there. When you come back for a month, I put you back out there. Let's try this again till you get it right.
And my sister, right? My mom and my dad, I guess my sister was kind of coddled or whatever. You know how they used to treat my sister real good or whatever. right? She was the girl.
Uh-huh.
But guess what? She got out at 18 too. She went to college. Kids don't go away to college no more. They be trying to stay close to college. The college is closest to home. You
Right.
know, make their ass go off to college so they
And guess
can.
what?
That gives you a sense of responsibility too, because you away from home, so you got to have. I mean, it ain't totally like being out on your own, but that helps.
Hey, these folks around here living like Mexicans around here. Everybody in the house, everybody, grandmama, granddad, they act like they just jumped the border, and everybody hiding from the white folks. All these folks in one house, and guess what? Once you grown, you shouldn't be on another person's room. So what you saying is you don't want to grow your child up, basically.
Well,
And
just
they
like
putting
Jenny
all
just
the
said.
Who?
Jenny just said, I'm just not for the disrespect in any way. Too many grown people in a household doesn't work.
No.
And that's what
It
she
don't.
just said.
It don't. Under no condition does it work. When they too grown, they got to have their own.
You got this, Pat?
Okay, let's take the white people out. I don't think they are the blueprint to raise kids, but that's something that the black community should get away from. Why would you charge your child rent and they can't even stand on their own 2 feet if you're not in school 19 or 20? You charge a rent, that's without putting them out on the street. Like mama, you charge rent like my mama did because they be like, well, damn, I'm paying this much. I might well have my own space.
And guess what
You
you
know,
can do? I'm
this is a
gonna
good
do it.
thing
Look,
to
I'm gonna do
teach you
it.
independence.
Look, I'm gonna teach you even better. You charge them rent, and what you can do, you can take that rent they got, and you can start putting it up for a whole year. So when they get ready to get out, you can give them their rent money back, and let it say bye. Don't come back.
Oh, okay. That didn't sound bad. That was a good idea.
I ain't gonna do that.
My mama did that.
That's what I'm saying. It's a smart way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
What that money is?
It's helping you save.
Pat say, I want my cut. I'm your husband. Where you hiding money at?
Right.
That matches, Pat.
Well, all women got a secret bank account that your man don't know nothing about that. All the men out there, let me tell you this. Every woman got a secret bank account that you don't know nothing about.
Niggas and flies.
No, that's the fucking facts.
And safe deposit boxes.
It's got big money in it too.
Big money.
Big money.
Listen, Chelsea said that's how these motherfuckers start doing anything for money to make ends meet. Say what you want, but I'm gonna make sure mine has 6 months of living expenses and transportation and also a steady income.
Okay, guess what? We just saying the same thing. You just doing yours different. If I let him stay in there for a year and I save all his money up, and at the end of that year, I tell him to get out and give him his money back, that's the same thing. It just what you saying is I'm gonna put him out and you gonna foot the bill. I'm letting him foot the bill for after I put him out. He getting his own money back. He footing the bill.
Yeah, and Chester, we not saying just kick them out on the street. You still got your hands on them, but you gotta kick them out because sometimes they don't know that they can do it. You still keep your hands on them, but you put them out, but you watch over them. You watch them. You check on them, make sure they all right. And if they need something, if they short on a light bill or something, you help them out. Until they can.
Chelsea sound like she gonna have a spoiled child that ain't gonna leave the house till 30.
No, her child gonna be right.
You know what? Get what? Chelsea seems like the person that put her husband out before she put the child out. You trying to put my child out? You leave.
Right. I'm gonna put head of household on my taxes, motherfucker.
Yanni said, who has it all together at the age of 18?
Some motherfuckers ain't got it together at 30 and 40. Shit.
Right. So
right. So it's no better time than the present.
Sharon said that's the right time is when they disrespect you and the other parent and don't want to follow rules. containing to be rebellious mind. Go put it on at 11 and 13. I don't play with mine.
Put them out. She meant put out.
Okay, so mine's got put out 11 and 13. She doesn't play, so it doesn't matter.
Right.
So she's saying whatever age, when you start being disrespectful and rebellious, it doesn't matter the age.
Right, because if it's fuck me, then it's fuck you too, little motherfucker.
That part. See, look
Chris
at
said rent is savings for when they leave.
Right. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
See, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna save it for them, but I'm gonna take 10% because that's the way of the world. This got them interest. You know what I'm saying? You got to learn about financials.
She said, all right, now that's enough of speaking facts. Yeah, you talk too much.
Yana said, niggas and flies, I do despise. Chelsea said, that's you though, Marcus. Every parent not saving the money. They spending it on themselves.
Well, maybe a couple of paychecks.
Sharon said the right time is when they, okay, we read that.
Okay.
Oh, so now we doing low blows. All right. Demon time. Oh, Lord. Don't get her little self started. She keep me in her back pocket at all times. Tina said, I'm not saying that I wash my hands with the child. I'll help in any way I can, but they're doing too much these days. And that's so true.
Right.
So I agree with you. I'm not saying, too, just when you make a move, just cut them off. Sometimes they can't make it. But hey, the last thing. So are you feeding your child for the future?
What you think, Pat?
Shit, I can't predict the future.
Yeah,
but all I can do is what I think is best.
Are you preparing them?
Ain't nobody talking to you, man. Patrick, not Yane, okay? Dang. One thing I'm gonna prepare my son for is learning how to talk when he's spoken to and not speaking out of turn, respecting other people, you know. That'll help him for the future. Because some places you get smacked up for shit like that, you know. Some people will smack your ass up for, you know, Papa. My mama didn't play that shit. You talk, yes, my mama smack your ass. See, mama. If my mama was on the phone and I tried to talk,
mama said,
that ain't right, baby. That's just wrong.
What you talking about?
Yeah, but I'm gonna do everything I can to prepare him for the future. You know, mentally, and emotionally. You know, make sure he can control his emotions and not speak out of turn just because he, you know, don't like what somebody said or something like that. You
know.
Oh.
Go ahead, Pat.
Well, let me add, you ain't finna be fucking in my house. Got to go once you start channeling your inner porn star and shit. You will not be hanging out the chandelier or the shower rod up in here.
Look, people don't even realize. Soon as you go to work, player, you think your 18-year-old trying to get something up in there?
Well, that's one thing I like about today's time. We got technology, cameras all over the house. You won't nobody be going or coming. You will. And by the time you start fucking, you should have your little part-time job or something. You will be using that money to go get you a room. You will not be fucking up in my house. I'm the only one that do some fucking. My dick is the star up in this motherfucker. Okay? Nobody else. No other dick jumping off up in here.
Hey, look. When you go to check your camera, you're gonna wonder how all the cameras are down one day.
No. Mm-mm.
Technology also gonna have him where he coming through there with a green screen. Hide himself coming through that line.
Yeah, I'm too sneaky for that. I'm always had one that don't know nobody know about.
I ain't lying. Let's read the rest of them down. It's about that time.
Mr. Knowitall is making the smack sound.
What happened?
The sound effect king.
Bruh.
Oh Lord.
Then he said, "You're so right."
Maybe.
Just said making babies and shit, not on my watch. That part you should.
You don't think these kids at 18 gonna be trying to make some
trying. They be trying.
It's going down.
She said, "Oh Lord, Pat, real talk." Just said, "Bro, I'm dead. One thing about it, people gonna find a way to have sex."
I'm telling you, he gonna be look. He ain't gonna bring them in, but guess what? That car outside gonna have all kind of stuff going on. It ain't gonna never make it in your house, but he gonna have some dark tint on that junk.
Going to the park at night.
You gonna be thinking about break dancing in your driveway.
Well, all right.
How they say, how we come in is how we go out. Pat, it was good having you on the show.
Yes, it was nice. You and your wife.
Must do it again. I'm going to come up with a 5 topic for tomorrow. You might want to jump on here tomorrow or something.
Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes.
How they say? And it's time for all of us to get off this show. And we had a great time. And how they say, see you tomorrow, Pat.
All right.
All right, now, y'all take it easy. We'll see y'all tomorrow. See you later, Chelsea. See you later.
Yanni, Nina, Cena, Chris, Miss Sharon. Pat, thank you again for joining. It was nice to have you.
And we will see y'all tomorrow night. We're going to have a great show for you tomorrow night. I'm coming up with a topic in my head right now.
Oh, Lord. What's up, woosah, all the sauce.
All right. How they say, you ain't got to go home. But one thing, man, we got to get on off this show. We'll see y'all tomorrow.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, y'all.